Boy don't play. 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 Boy don't play.
What's poppin', everybody? It is Monday, so y'all know what that means. It is time for
Media Showdown.
woo-hoo! And we have a full house. Everybody is here today, and we are ready to pour up because there has been a lot that has happened over the weekend. And I know you guys were looking for us, but I refused to come live over the weekend. I didn't want to, so we didn't. But aside from that, y'all know how we do because we got to pass the time and make sure we get to that 10-minute mark. So while we go around the panel and share with y'all what our weekends were like, y'all make sure that y'all are leaning on that like button, hyping up the video if you are on your mobile device on the replay, and be sure that you are sharing it out and letting everybody know that Media Showdown is going down right now. So since you were the last one to enter into the stage, we're going to start with Dre and work our way backwards from that way. Dre, how was your weekend?
Oh, my weekend was great, full of madness and craziness. Just circusing all day long. It was lovely though. I loved it. I was yelling at my phone, cursing people out. Um, I wanted to shave, let me bald. Other than that, it was good. Like personal wise, it was great.
So wait,
Mhm.
you had your own personal circus going on?
Yes, I have 5 children. It's a circus every day.
Oh, that's true. You are right
5
about
children and 3 baby mamas. Somebody gonna turn into a bozo. So I mean, every day.
damn. Well,
Mhm.
Pop, how was your weekend?
Well, I'm sick. I don't know who gave me the cold. One of these damn kids in this house. So this is how I'm
It
feeling
wasn't
right
me.
now. Y'all
It
lucky I
wasn't
ain't got
me.
my poo shiesty on because I don't feel good and I'm ready for anything at this point. But yeah, I
Oh,
just been sleeping all day
you're war
for the
ready.
last 3 days. I don't know for anything. I don't know, just anything. Y'all lucky I ain't got my Tim sitting up here with me. It's just been a lot. And I missed a lot because I was sick and I was asleep. So I'm just ready for anything at this
I hear you. Goddess, how was your weekend?
That was fabulous. I hung out with some potatoes. We went trick or treating. It
Wait,
was fabulous.
back up,
What?
back up, back up. You hung out with some potatoes?
Yeah, potatoes, meaning your grandchildren.
point.
She got little
Hmm.
potatoes, and she the
Yeah,
big
the tiny
potato.
Oh,
ones.
okay, because I was so
Tater
confused
tots.
just now.
So they
Yeah,
right, they would be tater tots.
exactly.
Nah, they like the little. Are they though? I don't really want to.
What them
Tater
little?
tots are
They little?
cooked.
Are they little
You're the
mini
hash
golden
brown.
potatoes? No, you know the little tiny mini golden
Y'all trying to
potato.
cook my kids? Oh my god!
She trying to
What?
fry them. Talking about hash
Yo,
brown.
yo. Well, anyways, well, you. I want
Goddess
you
is
to
always
take a
fried
guess.
though.
I want you to take a guess as to which grandchild didn't want to dress up. She didn't feel like it.
Alana.
Yeah, she wasn't feeling it. We call her Harley Quinn, and she lived up to her name this weekend. Oh, she definitely did. She got on, like, we went to a motorcycle shop because they were doing trick or treating, and she just hopped on like every single bike, and she was just like, "There's this red bike. I need it. I need it." I'm like, "You're 4. Get out of here." It
Wow.
was a good time. It was a good time.
All right. Well, Kristen, how was your weekend?
Uh, trying to think of a better word than what the one I was gonna use, but it was if y'all could hear my background, it was a little like that. Try to do like Goddess and take kids to or a kid to do Halloween stuff, and it got a little rough. That's all I'm gonna say. And mine wouldn't wear his costume either, so I had to buy him another one. But it was eventful. We went into Spirit Halloween, and he slapped an exorcist animatronic lady. As soon as she went to bending her head back, he slapped her. So, yeah, these new kids are different. But if y'all see my stories, y'all about know how my weekend was.
He wanted to lay hands on her. He said she was not coming to him with those
No, he
measurements.
slapped the fake spit out her mouth. Like as soon as her head hit the middle of her back, when it was going back, he literally put everything into that slap.
He
He
said he's
said,
slapping
"Devil,
the
I
demons
rebuke
out of her.
you."
He doing.
Yes,
Um,
he was rebuking her.
yeah, he was re-roofing
Oh,
her. Hmm.
I wish I could have got it on camera because he's
Well,
Mm.
it sounds like everybody had a very eventful weekend. For me, I think my blood pressure went up multiple times. Um, and I don't know. I'm sitting here now just exhausted. The weekend was weekending, and we're gonna get into everything that weekend. Now, as y'all already know, over the weekend some things popped off. You know, there was some baddie stuff that popped off. Chrisean exposed some stuff. And while people have already talked about it and all of that, I haven't done my videos to it, and the showdown has not gone down the road of what's going on at Zeus. So everything seemed to be fine and dandy. Did we do showdown on Friday? I can't remember.
No, we didn't.
Nope.
We didn't, but we did it on Wednesday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I could have sworn we talked about this. Maybe I talked about it somewhere, but okay. Well,
I
let's
don't know. I
just do
haven't been here in like 5 years, so I don't know.
Goddess. What?
5 years is killing me right now.
I don't remember the last time I was here.
Jay Bird
It's
said the
been
last
like
time she
We
was here.
posted the baddies going to the club. I know we did because I made that. I guess I'm too far somewhere. I'm lost in the timeline somewhere. I don't know. Help me. Okay. I see it. All right. So we're gonna start where we starting. Okay, let's start with the whole kerbuffle with DJ Sky. Let's just start there. Okay. We're gonna start there because we need a starting point. So we're gonna take y'all back to bring y'all forward as we always do.
Wait, Ma, I'm surprised you didn't want to tell them about how you was pop locking and dropping it for verses. Oh, you
No,
didn't want to tell them about that? Oh,
no, I don't want to talk about verses. Okay, we could talk about verses very briefly. I didn't post anything about it, but over the weekend, in case you guys didn't know or you forgot or whatever, verses came back and they had a no limit versus cash money versus. And I don't know, I see a lot of stuff. I was looking at the crowd, the participation, who was dropping it like it was hot to what songs, who was singing what songs, word for word. I was looking at the audience participation and all of that. Now, to my understanding, what I'm gathering is a lot of folks from Louisiana just do not like Baby and all of that. They don't really care for that cash money click. They are more for the no limit soldiers. So a lot of people from New Orleans are riding that no limit one. But if you ask me, I feel like this is an old and outdated verses that really shouldn't have gone down, which it wasn't fair. I mean, it was fair to us because we know we were no limit soldiers, and then we was dropping that ass for the 99 and the 2000. But
oh, Ma was definitely dropping that ass.
Stop telling her business.
Baki the ass up. Baki the ass up.
so while they did a lot of the songs, I feel like No Limit picked a lot of those drive slow through your hood, lean back kind of songs. And Cash Money did more of the get up out your chair and shake your ass kind of songs. Um, if it for me, stage presence and all of that is what really got me. I love me some Mia X, but I didn't know what the fuck she was wearing. Okay, I could not figure it out. I don't know what she had on. I think she just had to put on some camouflage, but she looked the fuck good. I will say that she looked good. Silk the Shocker for me took it down all the way down because he couldn't catch a beat if it was tied to him.
See, he was our first Blueface ever.
Yes.
He was the very first one, and we ran him off back in the 90s, and he was saying all the way back to the project. Didn't nobody want to hear him.
Then they did the song, what the heck is the song? And they didn't have the girl there to sing it. She was outside in the parking lot, so that was a boo to me. I didn't like them playing a Millie. I'm all over the place right now. I'm telling you what I didn't like. I didn't like that they played Wayne songs without Wayne being there. And from what I'm hearing, Wayne was in Vegas, but Wayne decided not to come, which was foul because Snoop Dogg managed to make it there to show up for Cash Money, even though a lot of his catalog, it's like you don't know what label he was really on. Like they were even discussing that prior to the verses. Like they weren't sure if a certain song was a part of Cash Money or not. But either way, Snoop showed up. And I just feel like I think Cash Money had a lot of the shake your ass songs where people were actually like twerking and shaking ass to. And I think No Limit had more of those ride back chill and your gangsta lean songs. So, I mean, I like both, but I'm biased as well because I'm a Wayne head. I love me some Little Wayne. And Wayne was a part of the Hot Boys, so by default, I go for Cash Money. Dre is a no limit soldier all the way to his heart.
And we
And
gonna keep it routed, make you say, I'm about it, about it. Oh, sorry. I was going back to the 90s, Henry. Sorry.
so, I mean, I guess it was just, I'm just going to say this. It was good to see them. At the end, Master P kind of disappeared, but I would have disappeared too if I was in my older years and I was up there stomping and jumping around like I was still in my 20s. I think he had to go catch his breath for a second and fix his knees.
Well, I think
His knees just kept going and
I
going and
think
going.
it
Like
was
his
the
knees
worst
were like the
verses I've ever
Energizer.
seen. I think it was the worst verses I've ever seen. It was a concert. It wasn't verses.
Well,
They
It
they
was,
listen,
played too much of the
it was,
songs. It was way too many people on that stage. The sound quality sucked. It
yeah,
was unfair because even though New Orleans likes No Limit better, the world likes Cash Money better, and they have more, I would say, breakout songs than
yeah,
No Limit, because I found myself singing all of the Cash Money songs and like 2 or 3 No Limit songs. I was like, what the hell is this?
yeah,
Like you said, I think that this should have been a versus a long time ago.
right,
Um, this should have been like when we was still in COVID, I think. That
yeah.
that would have been a good time for this. This was not the right time for it. Um, I'm glad to see little Romeo wasn't being a little spoiled brat and went up there with his daddy. Um, Tamar wiping the sweat off of Birdman's head was very disturbing.
Distasteful.
Yes,
Yes.
and disturbing. Um, I would say BG looked very good
Uh-huh.
for him just coming out of jail. Mystical is fat as hell. Um, what else? It was
Was
nowhere
Mystical
close to the
there?
Locks and Dipset. It was nowhere close. That's all I gotta say. Like, at least with that
Wait,
versus,
Mystical was there? I didn't see Mystical.
yeah, he was up there with his fat self in the back.
Well, they didn't do no Mystical songs.
Nope, not at all. Which was corny to me too.
Right.
And to be honest, if I was Lil Wayne, my personal opinion, I wouldn't have went neither. Y'all niggas play with my money for mad long, and I don't even like y'all because him and Turk don't get along, him and BG don't get along. I wouldn't have went neither. So I don't know. And Snoop showing up, I think they was trying like that was their boom, we gonna win type thing. Because
Yeah.
if my memory serves right, Snoop only had 2 albums on No Limit, and only one song was like a hit. So I don't even know why he was there. But yeah, it was the worst verses I've ever seen. It was worse than Patti LaBelle and the other lady when they was throwing all that old lady shade. It was worse than that.
Hmm. Well, Dre,
To
did
me,
you
it
even
honestly
watch?
felt like. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead, Kristen.
I was gonna say it honestly, like especially without Wayne, like I agree with Pop. Like I didn't think he was gonna go either because of all the stuff he went through. But have y'all ever been to the bar with your grandparents and you had all the people on stage? That's what it felt like. Like I don't know, it just felt like it wasn't really a whole lot of effort put into it at all.
Yeah, Mystical is in jail. So he wasn't there.
I thought he came home last year.
Mm.
He came home before BG. Unless he went back to jail, because Mystical's always in jail. But from my understanding, he came home last year before BG did.
No, he's still in prison. Hey.
Well, whoever that fat dude back there that was looking like Mystical, I don't know who he was. And what was up with the dude that had no shirt on that was holding the camera? What was wrong with him?
I don't know.
He was getting on my nerves.
Yeah, but you know what? Manny Fresh still looks the same to me. I will say that. He ain't aged at all.
Yeah. And at least Birdman didn't fall asleep. Because I was waiting. I was waiting for him to fall asleep like mid-verse or something. I was waiting. But I guess he was on good behavior.
Kristen, what were you about to say?
I didn't say nothing.
Oh, I thought you was about to say something. I'm sorry.
I didn't unmute. I was sitting here fussing at my child.
Well, Dre, go ahead and go off because I know he's a no limit soldier, so he got a lot to say.
Well, I mean, I just feel like we was watching when I went back and I rewatched it. I like what I saw. It was just the senior citizens, you know. It was like we was at the senior citizen home and we was watching them perform. And I didn't find nothing wrong with it. Master P, I never thought he should have been a rapper. Baby and Manny, I always thought that they should have just kept their crew. You know what I'm saying? And left, the hot boys and the big timers. That was separate. You know what I'm saying? I like both music. I just think that Cash Money had more of a this generation type of style of dancer type music, and Don't Limit. All of them is rhythmless. They kind of like. I don't want to talk about her this early, but they like Carlissa kids. They ain't got no rhythm at all.
Well, I'm gonna
And
say
they tone deaf.
I agree with you because I really felt like, okay, I love both music because I knew some of the No Limit songs and stuff like that. Surprisingly, I didn't even realize I knew as many No Limit songs as I did know. But I just felt like the crowd was more into you, and you basically said it. The crowd was more into Cash Money. No Limit kind of faded and went into other stuff. We know Master P now for rap snacks and the rap noodles and things of that nature, and Little Romeo for the college. That's what we know them for. We don't really remember. Nobody else really did much of anything else. And, I don't know.
But see, it was two different types of. I don't know why they had a versus and a battle off or whatever. I guess it was two crews out of New Orleans or whatever. I get it, but it shouldn't have happened because they had two different types of music. One had that I'm gonna come and get you music. I'm gonna come and get you. Sleep
Right.
or awoke. I'm gonna come and get you. Don't you cross me.
Yeah, you the dope boy riding lean to the side music,
Yeah.
No Limit. And then Cash Money was more of a girl, you working with some mash there. You fat
Cash I need a project, man. Yeah,
I'm mad he didn't do her. I'm mad that they didn't let him do Juvenile.
Please say they
I'm
play
mad when I
Wobble
come in,
Wobble.
I heard a Wayne song.
Yeah,
and then I found out Wayne wasn't even there. I was pissed.
yeah, Wayne wasn't there. His son was there, so he was rapping for his dad or repping for his dad, but he didn't rap a Millie either. Like you didn't even
They
try.
just played it. Yeah.
They just played the song, and I'm like, if you was gonna do that, you could have at least played Danger. I know.
Yeah.
Get on the floor.
And
coming by
piggyback
good.
off of what you and Dre was saying about Master P, like we know him for movies. If you think about it, after No Limit was like ceased to exist as a record label, Master P came out with a good couple of movies. Like Bout It is a hood classic. So I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
think that they wasn't equally matched up at all. Just
Did
like
they
I
even do about it? I don't remember.
Master P, he did I'm
yeah, he did.
About it. I got the
Yeah, he
hookups.
did, but it
He
didn't
did a
sound
bunch of
good.
movies.
No,
Okay,
they talking about the song at verses. He did do it, but it didn't sound good. I think he only did one verse and they cut it off.
good, because it was not, the sound was horrible. It was not like how it was when they was doing verses during COVID. I guess maybe because they had the, the whole stadium or whatever, as where when they was doing it during COVID, it was just them. It wasn't, I don't know. And I also feel like verses fell off because they stopped doing it. Like if they would
Yeah,
have continued to do verses even after the pandemic, then I think we might have been looking forward, and they probably would have did this a whole lot sooner. And I do feel, I agree with you. This was a COVID versus that they should have did, because everybody would have been in the house watching verses, and it would have spanned the ages and it would have bridged the gap. But
See,
I don't
No
know.
Limit was missing a lot of people. Cain and Abel, they was missing them two light skinned bald head twins. It was
But
a
they
lot of
didn't
people
even
that's
have
not here no
them.
more.
But they didn't even do the raps. Like they didn't even do their songs. That's what I'm saying. Like everybody knows Mia X, Masterpiece, Silk the Shocker, Mystical, and
the
that's it that
brother.
I know.
No,
Cain and Abel. It was
what's the
one
brother
more.
name
See
that was
Murder.
the first
See
Blueface?
Murder, yes, but I don't know. I don't know Cain and Abel.
And
And
why
it was
was
one of his
Jacquees up
brothers.
there?
Huh?
Why was Jacquees up there? Jacquees, whatever that boy name is.
He's supposed to be a part of Cash Money.
Either way, I don't know. It was good, but they could have also saved it as well. So
Yeah, I feel that too. Like it was two completely different. Like I felt like I was listening to two different genres of hip hop. If that makes sense. One was some, like you said, that thug music, and one was shake your ass. It's two different types of music we trying to vibe to, and they call themselves in competition with one another. And it, no, I disagree, but I liked it. It felt like I was watching
yeah,
some elderlies.
because how do we go from give me a project chick, dun, 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 give me a hood rat chick, dun, 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 dun. How do we go from that to you better ride it, you better ride it, Mr. Ice Cream Man? Like that doesn't
That was my
go.
jam. Mr.
Like
Ice Cream
but putting
Man.
them
Oh,
folks
sorry.
ahead, it doesn't go. Cause it's like you up, you shaking your tail, and then the next thing you know, you want to lean back in your chair with a red cup.
Right, because remember, Master P was more Pimp C in them era than they were Cash Money era of music.
Yeah, because they were the first ones to come out of New Orleans, so they paved the way for Cash Money. But me personally, some of these verses that they do, like they thing together, they're not equally yoked. I'm sorry, if the hits don't match, then they shouldn't go up against you.
I agree.
I completely agree. I felt like No Limit should have went up against like a 3-6 Mafia type of group, and Cash Money should have went up against. I
Cash
know
Money
it's
could
some
have went
schools
up
out here.
against groups like Rockefeller. Like they could have went up against bigger groups than No Limit. Cash Money could have like
Yeah,
bigger.
Rockefeller would have been a
They
good
could
one.
have went up against them. They could have went up against So Def, like a bigger record label than No
So Death would
Limit.
have been good.
Yeah,
So
because
Death would have been
the
cool.
hits don't equal to each other. I get it, like it was a showcase, but Josh shouldn't have called it a versus. Because, like I said, versus is only one verse. You might get a second verse out of them, but it's only supposed to be one verse. They were performing whole songs. That was a
Yeah,
concert.
yeah, I agree. Well, that was a way to open up and we're now going to go into the drama of it all, because while some people were watching the verses, other people were tuned into what was going on in the Baddies stratosphere. And baby, it was a lot this weekend. So first and foremost, we did not get a chance to actually, let me lower it. Let me minimize that screen and let me get my butt back over here. All right. So first and foremost, we never really got into all of the things that were thinging. So after Chrisean's live last week, which we know there was a big old kerfuffle that happened between Tesehki and Chrisean over production, from what we're understanding, going and starting ish, and saying that people were talking about people and people weren't talking about people, and it was a whole big thing. Tommy came out, said that it wasn't true, that she wasn't talking about what they were saying she was talking about. She said she wasn't getting in that sister stuff. Well, Tesehki did respond and say that she is heartbroken and deeply disturbed by the false and malicious allegations recently made online by a family member about both me and my child. These claims are completely untrue and have caused tremendous emotional distress to our family. These statements not only harm our reputation, but also endanger our safety and well-being. We are taking the necessary legal and protective steps to address this matter appropriately. Out of respect for our privacy, especially for my child, I ask that people refrain from spreading, discussing, or engaging with these false claims. We appreciate those who have reached out with support and understanding during this very painful time. So this was her response to Chrisean second live after the big argument between her and Tesehki, where she brought out allegations. And I'm just going to say this, we're not going to get too deep into it, but I am going to say this. That's not the first time we heard these allegations. The first time we heard these allegations was when Tifa and Chrisean were beefing before, and they were talking about sending somebody into the hospital to do harm to Chrisean. Please don't make me go dig in my vote because I got it. And so Chrisean, while in the hospital room with Terrain, mentioned this stuff, and Terrain never stopped her, never said it wasn't true, never any of those things. She just told Chrisean to stop, like she didn't want her to keep talking. So we've heard these allegations being made before. We've also heard China talking about stuff that was going on with the family. So it's very obvious that something has gone on, but I'm just tired of it always being that this isn't true and that isn't true, when it needs to be like, how do I say this?
Hashed out.
No, it needs to be X'd out. We don't need to know this about your family's dirty laundry. We don't want to know. We don't want to know.
Well, it's actually the third time she said it, because she also said it the season that her and Tesehki sat down at Zeus. She said it then too. So
Mention what happened with the son.
yeah, she did. So I don't know. And
I just watched it. She didn't.
She didn't say you need to worry about your son.
Yeah, but she didn't say what she said in that live.
But I'm still waiting for the first lawsuit that she was supposed to do 2 years ago. So, and who wrote this for you? That's what I want to know. Like, who wrote this for you? Because yeah, you couldn't have wrote that at all by yourself. And where's the other lawsuit from when y'all was beefing from before, when the beef first started? Because you've been threatening to sue somebody and you did. And that's how I look at things. Like we've been saying about like Jaguar Wright, for instance. If you're gonna say I'm slandering you and you're gonna sue me for defamation and stuff, but don't do it, obviously you're the one that's not telling the truth, and I'm not lying, because if I was lying, you would really sue me for defamation. I'm just waiting for the lawsuit at this point, because we've been waiting for 2 years already.
And I feel like all kids should be left out the conversation. But if you speak on someone else's child, or you have your friends speak on someone else's child in a derogatory manner, you can't jump back and play victim because it's your turn. Karma's a B word, and her dish is best served cold. You can't tell nobody how to snap back at you after you done snapped at them. Response is a response. I can't tell you if I come for your parenting hood or your child, I can't tell you, well, you can't talk about my kids or what you know about my children because I opened that door. Don't open the door for things and then jump back and play victim. I don't play that because once you open the door talking about kids, the floodgates is open.
And Teseki's good for that. She's always throwing stuff out there, and then when the backlash hits her, she plays victim all the time. So I agree with Dre. If you don't want nobody talking about your child, don't talk about nobody else's child. And that's like that should be it. Children should be off limits. But if you have the guts and the nuts to talk about somebody else's child, you can't get mad when they go to hell on you. You can't, because anybody will go to hell on anybody for their children. So if you want to play big and bad and talk about people kids, you got to play big and bad and rub that shit on your chest when they start talking about yours.
Exactly.
She never does
And
that though. She
because I
Go
don't
ahead.
agree. I'm sorry, I don't. I don't feel like talking about a child being great equals. I don't.
I agree with
on the
Henny. Like, at the end of the day, two wrongs don't make a right, for real. And
You cannot be
and I get,
mad at another person
Tesehki.
for taking it to hell just for mentioning their child. Some people don't even play like that. Like, I know people that you can't even say, it won't even be something bad, and they will go off on you about talking about their child. Like, that's a sensitive topic. So if you want to dish it out, but you can't take whatever's coming back, don't do it. Don't do it.
I still don't feel like that warranted that. Her saying, I'm gonna take your son and I'm gonna be his mother. So then you go and you talk about my child being touched. That was too far.
If you let my brother would have said that to me, I would have took it to him.
He's also of age to see that.
Exactly.
He also
That's
has
his
kids
story.
his age that are gonna see that.
That's his story to tell. That's
So
But
I
I'm saying,
feel
social
like
media.
I stand where I get the whole thing of you can't tell somebody how to react. Like if you gonna take it there, I'm gonna take it here. But I just felt like that right there was a bit much. Like I didn't like when we heard it the first time. So I'm standing on how I felt the first time that it was said. I didn't like it when it was said the first time because my thing is this is too much family trauma that's being aired out on the internet to give people something to talk about.
Yeah.
And this is not something that should go viral. You understand? Like in my opinion, because that's a trauma. No, she has no business telling her that I'm gonna take your child and I'm gonna be his mother. No, I don't agree with that shit neither. I agree that kids should never be brought into adult conversations, period. Period. You knew that saying that you were going to take my child from me and you're going to be his mother was going to be something to hurt me. You say things to constantly hurt and trigger. Yes, I get that. But I'm not saying, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that that's right. I'm saying that all of it is wrong. All of it. But also what I'm saying is, damn, like now your nephew done caught a stray and you don't know what the ripple effect is going to be of that.
But how many
Tesehki,
strays has Tesehki and her friends then shot at her nephew?
exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay with it. I'm not okay with it is all I'm saying. And I'm entitled to not be okay with it. I wouldn't want nobody putting my child's trauma out there, but I also wouldn't allow nobody to be talking about my kid. I would be doing something about motherfuckers talking about my kid, period. Regardless to which side of the fence I'm on.
See, my issue is you see how Tesehki like come immediately, and that may have been to protect her son, her saying it didn't happen. But what if because he was so young, her nephew doesn't know anything about this and he finds out on social media by some other kid telling him? And that's my main issue with what exactly was said. Like, like y'all, if y'all want, take it to hell, whatever. But that was just a little much for me too, because of the context of it. Because Imagine finding out something happened to you at 1 year old online by your mom and your aunt fighting. That's got to be traumatic.
But China been saying this. She say it every year. It hasn't changed. She tells the
And
story about when she
that's where you got
confronted
taken away
Tesehki
from.
about when she confronts Tesehki about what happened to her child. Tesehki was turning on a doorknob, and she says what happened to her child. China tells the same story every year. It hasn't changed. So, and you know what I'm saying? Like
And
this
I wish we
been's
didn't
being
know that
repeated.
shit neither. I wish we didn't know what happened to Tristan. I wish we didn't know what happened to China. I wish we didn't know what happened to Chrisean, what happened to Tifa, what happened to. I wish we didn't know none of this stuff because I don't want to hear none of it. As somebody who's been through that, I'm speaking as a person who has been through SA, who has been through being molested. I don't want to hear that shit. That's triggering. I don't want to hear it. I feel like the family drama has just gone way off kilt. But again, that's just me. Y'all can feel how y'all feel, and I don't knock y'all for how y'all feel. Y'all are entitled to that, and I appreciate it because we all have different opinions, and that's why we have the showdown. But for me, I'm just explaining why I don't want to hear it, and I feel like it's been too much too far. And now that social media has gotten a hold of it, it's constantly being talked about. So it's constant trauma, constant trigger, and not just to them, to us as the public. We got to keep getting it's getting weaponized and used and thrown up in people comment sections. It's too much. All of this stuff that happened, I wish we never knew it. I wish we never knew it. I wish they wouldn't talk about the baby. I wish that Chastity never came out and said nothing about the baby when she got mad. I wish Terrain would have never came out and said nothing about the baby when she got mad. I wish Tifa would have never said what she said, what we did hear her say when her and Chrisean were arguing and you threatening to take her kid. I'm tired of all of the kid talk and the family drama. Just me personally, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Because here's the thing, you got to also remember, nobody is going to come on a platform and admit to the world that they did something that we all look at as sideways, no matter what. Okay, y'all were kids, y'all were all touched, y'all were playing house, y'all did things to one another because y'all were taught those things because they were taught to you by somebody else that was touched on as a kid. We hear you, but all of this stuff is not content to me. It should have never been brought to the table. I wish it would have never been said. I wish they would have never threatened to go in there and unalive that girl in the hospital. I wish none of this stuff had ever happened. Even though I wish it is where we are, but I'm just saying I'm tired of it. And yes, in my opinion, both of them were wrong. But that's just my opinion.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of wish that she had listened to Blue and not brought a lot of the family in the forefront because it started a ripple effect and tore her family apart.
But her family wanted to be in the forefront. That's what tore the family apart. You
I
know,
know,
it
but
was
that's what I'm
similar.
saying. Like,
No,
you
it's
know,
similar to it's like
I,
Tony and her sisters. Remember back in the day when Tony first started, they didn't want to give her a chance to get her foot in the door. They wanted to come in, and when she came in, when she was at her peak, they didn't want to give her a chance. And so therefore it was drama there. Just like it's here. Like I like for example, Chris Rock and his brothers, they gave each other chances to get their foot in the door to make a name for themselves. That's why you don't know how many of them is out there. You just know he got a lot of brothers that's in the industry. You just don't know how many because they don't get out here talking their family business, opposed to Chrisean and her family and the Braxtons and their family. They come, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it's a little similar.
Yeah,
And you
but
know
it's a
what?
big difference because when you look at like the Waynes and then
I was
you
about to
look at
say that. Yep.
certain families, like Chris Rock family and certain families, they actually help each other. It's
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That right
elevate.
there.
It's not a self. selfish thing. When you look
Right.
at the Braxtons and unfortunately the Malones, it's a selfish thing. Everybody's out for self. It's not, oh, we're trying to elevate as one. The Waynes and them tried to elevate as one. Everybody's millionaires.
Legacy.
And they
It's a
wanted it that
Crack
way.
and
But
barrel
you
kind
have
of a situation.
Pop, Pop, you in the Matrix. We can't hear you. Okay, I don't know if
y'all can hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, we hear you.
Oh, yeah, no, I was just saying if people are not willing to make it a team effort or it's not an unselfish thing, it's never going to work. If everybody has selfish motivations behind what they're doing, it's not going to work. The whole thing about having generational wealth and building wealth with your family is y'all have to be one. Y'all have to be on the same accord. Y'all have to all be moving to the same goal. And I think everybody has their own different goals of what they want to do. And that's why stuff messes up.
Well, you know what? It also goes back to, remember when I played that Spaces audio? I don't even remember if it was on a live or if it was in a video where AJ and Tay Tay were talking and they were saying that, Chrisean was supposed to be the athlete. Her and Lil Petey were supposed to be the athletes. How Tifa had been doing this music thing for this long and this time. For them, it was like, okay, this is what Tifa's doing. This is what Petey and Chrisean are going to do. Tifa's going to do the music. Chrisean is going to run track, and Petey's going to play football. Everybody has a lane. You stay in your lane. Because she also said that Chrisean going on Blue Girls Club was never a part of the plan. But here's the thing that they're not looking at. If she would have never gotten on Blue Girls Club, we wouldn't even know who Tifa is. Because until Chrisean and her were going live and, we were finding out about her music and all of that, we didn't know anything about Latifah. So your sister going on Blue Girls Club opened the door to your family. Her being with Blue and her getting on Baddies opened the door to Zeus, which opened the door for Crazy in Love, which opened the door for her family to come on board. And while Tifa don't want to acknowledge the fact that Chrisean reached back and pulled her through that door, Tifa wants to take all the credit away, like, you didn't do nothing to help me. And that's where a lot of their issue comes in at, is the fact that Tifa feels like Chrisean jumped in my lane. Like everything that she got, I'm supposed to have. She's on Baddies. She's on Zeus. I'm supposed to be on Baddies. I'm supposed to be on Zeus. She's doing music. People know her songs. They sing. I'm supposed to have that because I do music. She got that from me. Instead of it being like you're saying, a be my eye thing, it should have been okay, my baby sister came back and opened the door. And now I'm here. But instead, it was a whole plot and plan and scheme and scam. And she brought you on to Baddies when she was going to have to leave Baddies because she was pregnant. So she opened the door to Baddies to you because they asked Chrisean, is it okay if your sister comes on? Natalie didn't want her on there. She said, we already got the original Chrisean Rock. They weren't trying to rock with you. Like, listen to what's being said, what was said at them auditions. They weren't trying to put you on. Then you and your sister have this big old falling out of everything is going on. And guess what? Chrisean didn't say nothing. And I'm going to say this. She did not say nothing about what happened between her and Tifa, her allegedly, we're going to say allegedly for the channel. She didn't say nothing about any of that until Tay Tay and that other girl. I forgot that girl's name, and I got to dig through my videos to find it because I know I got the clip of what she said. When she was talking about going into the hospital, saying Mookie gave a green light on her, and they was going to go in there and unalive her. Once that went out, Chrisean came live and aired out everything and talked about what happened to her. And really quickly, I'm going to show y'all something, because in that sit down, when they were talking in the Zeus sit down, Chrisean brought up Mead Village. I don't know if y'all remember this or not, but this is Terrain texting Tifa and asking her. She said, I'm confused hearing Chrisean out her trauma. what happened in my room, Mead Village. She asked that. I still haven't spoke on anything specific, not to the public, not to the gram, nothing yet. That part right there, when they sat down to do the sit down on Zeus, and Chrisean said Mead Village, it's right here in this text message. My thing is this. This is too much family drama. And the family is not built to all be on a platform. They're not, everybody wants to be the star. Everybody wants to be the star and step on everyone they got to step on, the crab in the barrel mentality to get ahead. It's very sad and disappointing that we didn't get to see the Malone sisters on Baddies. Be the Malone sisters. I didn't expect them to be the Tifa and Chrisean that we got to see in photos and videos of them coming up, how close they were. But honestly, I don't think we're ever going to get any of that with any of these siblings. It was beautiful to see China and Tessa come together and read the scripture and pray the other morning. I really was looking forward to them continuing to do that. I hope that they continue to do that behind the scenes, because at this particular point in time, we know too much about the family behind the scenes. We know about the mom and her struggles with addiction. We know about the mom and the DV that she went through at the hands of the Malone dad. We know about the essays, the alleged essays that were going on between family members and all of that. We know way too much of their family secrets. But being that we know all of that, that's why it's always a division. And that's why, if you notice on my Instagram post, I started saying we're tired of the family drama, because we don't want to see that no more. I don't want to hear it no more. I don't want to see it no more. Unfortunately, I have to report on it when it happens, but I don't want to see it and hear it no more.
I think because the people post it. I feel like content creators from Instagram to YouTube, it's like it's time to take a look in the mirror and see what exactly is it that you're posting. You started off posting, get back to the roots. You started off posting to post her in a positive light, to show what she's doing. But when they get into it and you put more shine on the negative than the positive, of course you're going to get more of the negative. Because ain't nobody promote the positivity.
Hold on.
Nobody promotes their positivity.
Hold on 1 second. Let me explain something to you, Arisha. Stop speaking that over that baby. You're part of the problem. You're part of the problem. You come over here. We're talking about the family trauma and all the dirt that we know that we shouldn't know. And you come over here with this. I don't give a damn. They still can see. They on the other side, Ari, they still gonna hear us. It don't matter. They still gonna hear, because what they don't know is they don't know they're on the other side. So they're still here, right here with us. You're going to be a keyboard gangster all by yourself because you're helloed from the other side. So let me make this very clear to you. Y'all are part of the problem. What the fuck do you want me to get up here and say? Huh? What is it that you want me to get up here? Don't y'all hear enough? Because clearly you're on the other side of the train tracks listening to all of the demonic stuff that's being said about a 2-year-old baby with no proof. Y'all have no proof. Y'all take moments and find the worst moments to make a clip out of it to say that there's something going on. What do you want us to say? Huh? You keep coming over here, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get people to stop being so evil, so nasty, so vicious, and so vile towards a baby and towards the mother of the baby. What do you want her to do? What do you want her to do? You keep spreading stuff like this. What do you want her to do? She's a human. You do realize that, right? She's a human. And I guess you're perfect. And I guess you don't make no mistakes. And I guess you're the perfect parent if you even have kids, which you shouldn't have kids. You should probably be barren. Okay. Because if you could talk about a kid and entertain all of this information with no proof, you have no doctors, no medical information, no none of that coming out. All you got is rumor and gossip and fake ass fucking medical records that were altered. Then you're going to come up here. Stop calling that baby Junior. That's not his name. His mother told you what his name is. That's number one. Stop disrespecting him, calling him Junior. Then two, stop speaking death over that baby. Y'all are ignorant and disgusting. And you talk about she's demonic. No, you're demonic. You're demonic for even speaking that type of stuff over that baby. We rebuke that in the name of Jesus and cover him in the blood of the Lamb.
In Jesus' name, amen.
Stop speaking about that baby like that. And the shit y'all do don't help. Y'all don't make it a safe space for anybody to come out and want to talk about anything either. Because y'all waiting to attack. Everybody want to attack. Take your toxic ass somewhere the fuck else and get off my page.
The funny thing, if that was her child, somebody was talking about and said all that stuff, wishing death upon him and all that. Other people can't take the abuse and all of this demonic shit that y'all put towards Chrisean and Chrisean Jesus. Like, a lot of y'all would hang yourselves up. Like, y'all would hang up if people abused and bullied y'all the way that y'all like to abuse and bully other people. Y'all need to really start learning how to treat others the way you want to be treated. Because a lot of y'all tough talking about people, but when people start talking about y'all, everybody want to cry and play victim and do all of that. So that's the
And
thing
my
I don't
biggest
like.
thing, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying that's the thing I don't like. Don't talk crazy about somebody's child. But that's my whole thing, even going back to them talking about each other kids. If you do not want what comes behind what you say, don't say it. I tell my husband all the time. He be like, oh, I don't give a F. I don't give a F. If you really don't give a F, you shouldn't care how the reaction to you not giving a fuck is. If you really don't care, you wouldn't care if I cry, if I cursed, if I want to beat you up, nothing, because you don't give a fuck. The problem is a lot of y'all say y'all don't give a fuck, but y'all really do.
I just have a question for him. Okay, so they have all these problems with her working and she need to go sit down with Junior and all this shit. So when she did, why were y'all still bitching? When she was showing y'all like him in the jumper and eating the bananas and different foods and playing with toys and her sitting there with him every day, why were y'all still making shit up and harassing her if that's what y'all want now? Can y'all answer that?
They can't answer that.
I was
They
just gonna
can't
say
answer
they
you
go
because
ahead.
at
Amy.
the end of the day, they've built their whole platforms on dragging the baby. Every day they wake up and come up with something. They built their whole platforms on dragging Chrisean, looking for every little mistake that she makes, every little step or hiccup that they could take and twist and turn. Everything. And she's always the villain. She's always the bad guy. She's the only person that lies. Nobody else lies in any of the scenarios. And they can't stop doing that because it's become an obsession. It's an addiction. They get an endorphin rush from doing it. It's like taking a drug for them. And because their platforms depend on them doing this type of content every single day, they continue to do it every single day because they can't stop. So they need her to survive. They need her for their platforms to survive because they can't go no place else and do anything else. All they can do is drag a child. Sitting up here talking about a baby, giving your assumptions on what's going on is not helping the situation. And why don't we speak about anything that goes on with the baby? Because we don't talk about kids. Hello? What's not clicking, Steven? Because I can't, the topic that you commented, that nasty, vile, sick, disgusting, demonic comment under was me talking about not talking about kids. We were up here talking about knowing all of the family business that we don't need to know. We were talking about positive things, trying to get people to stop wanting to hear that shit. And here you come in the midst of us dropping something that is positive, dropping something that is getting people to humanize the situation and look at it, put yourselves in those shoes, and here you come with that nastiness. That's a demon inside of you, and you need to seek help. You need an old priest, a young priest, a therapist, and a voodoo doctor. Because that's some nasty shit you got on you.
Mm-hmm. And the book, the good old book, the Bible say, when you do that, you're gonna die a slow burning agony death. So when you're burning on your way out, remember what you said about a child. And you don't believe me? Go read the book for yourself. You can come up with any narrative that you want to. The book was wrote by somebody else and this and that. Take it at your own risk. Do it at your own leisure. Because he
Yeah,
don't
because
play
it'll
them
come back
games.
on you or somebody else's kid. You speak on someone else's. So any
Mm-hmm.
parent should know not to put anything on anybody's child because someone you love may be facing what you casting on somebody else. Like Chrisean a hell of a lot better than me because I'd be finding y'all. I'd be sending y'all dog shit in the mail. I'd be whooping some act. Like she is way better than me. I promise you, she is handling it with grace and she is strong as hell for it. For real, y'all
Trust
don't give
me.
her enough credit.
And all
Trust me,
money
because
ain't
I
good
would have a
money.
lawyer snatching pages left and right. My lawyer, I don't care. Y'all would be out here talking about me taking all of these bookings and singing gospel and all of these clubs and all of that stuff. Y'all would be tired of seeing me because I would be on the road 7 days a week, 365, just to make sure that my lawyer is paid to take down every single page from every single platform, block the
Mm-hmm.
IP addresses, block the addresses from the devices to where now you got to go get a whole new device to be able to do what you're doing. I would be on y'all ass like white on rice. I'd have been on y'all asses before it even spread like this. Y'all call Chrisean's followers and supporters roaches. Y'all are roaches because y'all pop up everywhere where you're not supposed to be, and there's a new one popping up every single day. That's how roaches are. They multiply, and y'all have multiplied so far, and this whole society is so sick. Y'all just want to believe anything nasty, vile, and wicked, and I blame Blue for starting this shit. I don't give a damn. Yeah, he tried to protect her with some things, but he didn't protect her or the baby. He's the main culprit that allowed this to start happening, because whatever you allow people to do to your family, to your partners, to your child, they're going to be able to do. And he allowed it by opening the door to it. And he ain't did shit to correct it. All them jail calls he was doing in the beginning, he ain't never said, leave my child alone. Stop dragging him. Stop posting him. Stop none of that. And people on his team feeding information to these motherfuckers for them to go out here and put out there. And y'all falling for it every freaking time. Every freaking time. Then you got these podcasters like Vlad TV and No Jumper and DJ Academics when he was doing it. People who got big ass platforms spread this false information on a child, and everybody's just eating it up and eating it up and eating it up and eating it up. If there is anything that is going on with that child, you have not made it a safe space for her to come out and speak about it, because all y'all gonna do is drag her for it. Y'all sitting up here talking about she was drinking and doing drugs while she was pregnant. Well, what about Blue whooping her ass, stressing her out, putting her out of his house while he was homeless, making her homeless, then having her forced to go out here and do baddies and perform in clubs while she's pregnant. And instead of sitting back and resting, she had to get out here and grind because he kept all the money that he made off of her, because she trusted him and left him in charge of her money. And he put her out destitute while she was pregnant.
And
Come
allegedly
on,
ran her
man.
over.
And
Exactly.
don't forget sicking people on her. But don't think that we don't know, Blue, that you sicked people on her. You
But
had
my whole
females.
thing
You
is
had
they
Jaden
acting like
chasing her down the street. You told Jaden that you said I'll get somebody $100,000 to get rid of my own child, and she said I'll take the $100,000 and get rid of the child. Don't think we forgot that. That was some demonic shit you need your ass whipped before. I don't see how anybody in your family support you. Anybody after making a demonic derogatory statement like that.
And nobody drags him for it. Nobody says, how could you say that about your child? Everybody rah-rah shishkumbas it on like it's okay. It wasn't okay.
But my whole thing is people act like they don't know people that drink and smoke during their pregnancies. Like I live in the hood. Damn near every chick that I've seen pregnant that smoked weed prior to smoked. I know a lot of chicks that done drank. I know chicks that never drank or smoked and they child still had something wrong with them when they were born. Like I don't know what if I'm not even if and I'm not thinking whatever. I don't know what is wrong with these people. Nothing. There's nothing that bad that she did for all of this hate that other people don't do. Let me put it that way. That other people close to these people that are condemning her and calling her a demon, it's probably people very close to them that done the same thing or worse. She is not
It's
the
them,
worst
Pop.
person that we've seen on the internet in our lives. Nothing. She's not. So I just don't understand what is the deep-rooted hate for this girl.
And she
Like
doing
at
it
this
all
point,
with
it's given
no.
obsession and jealousy from everybody that hates her.
Yeah, and she doing all this shit with no support. No matter, you could say I support her, but it's financial support that takes care of a child. This world is not free. She need financial support. She need mental support. You get what I'm saying? Everybody say, oh, she should do this, she should do that. Why is she doing this? Why is she doing that? How's she supposed to go to work and do everything at the same time by
And she
herself?
needs emotional support too. Like y'all
Yeah,
just
and it's
want to
like,
break that girl down, and it's sad.
right. And it's like you got Carlissa, big overgrown, bald headed, wiggle too fast with her funky ass out here dragging that baby from the time she got pregnant. She didn't show no mental support. She didn't tell her son, "Hey, stop, son," because if that is our heir, you're gonna cause emotional damage to this child mentally
And
because
they
of
need
what you putting
mental
her through.
stability to raise a child correctly. Like, you can't be sitting there like having somebody that is stressed to the max and expecting them to be able to teach their child and do everything they need to. Like, mothers, yes, we do it, but it's a hell of a lot easier on us if we have, like y'all said, support and our mind is free and everything. But well, I'm gonna say this: when I have looked into all of these people, 90% of the ones I looked into had CPS cases and all kind of bullshit that is way worse than anything she has ever done. So their ass really needs to shut the fuck up, and that's all I'm gonna say.
So they projecting. So y'all lives is so bad that y'all gotta talk about somebody else to make yourself feel better. That's a
Well,
trauma response too.
that's like Moniece is projecting. Because Monique said in her video about how, oh, I had my son taken from me and she's still being afforded opportunities and CPS ain't stepped in and take her kid.
Obviously, Monique, CPS had liable reason to take your kid. That's why I got took. And they didn't find no reason to take Chrisean Jesus. That's why he didn't get took. So you need to sit your Miss Piggy looking ass down some fucking where with your fat ass self and stop acting like you wasn't out here in the early 2000s worse than Chrisean on
And just
national
from seeing
TV.
her online, shit, her mental state is not
Come on,
balanced.
she probably all depressed and shit. She looked like Miss Piggy. Like you don't even look like yourself. Stop deflecting on other people. Your time and your shine is over with.
Well, let's
Because
talk about
nobody
it for a
Exactly.
liked her
quick
when she was on
second.
Love and Hip Hop. Nobody
Let's
liked
talk
you.
about it. Let's talk about it for a quick second. Because Chrisean did say that when Blue posted the baby's picture on Twitter, she caught a CPS case for that. And they didn't take the baby. How about that? Y'all have called CPS. Y'all have had her swatted. They didn't take the baby.
And I got a question, Henny. I'm sorry. If Krishan came out here, and this ain't even a thing, but I'm just gonna make it a disability. And she said, "Yeah, my child got two legs that keep switching, and they switching back, and they keep switching back, and now he walked backwards. You know, I don't know what to do. What do y'all suggest that I do? What do you have in mind? Because ain't none of y'all gonna stop what the hell y'all doing to go help that girl.
No, what they're gonna
Nobody,
do is say that
nobody gonna help
happened.
her.
They're gonna say, oh, it happened because she was drinking and smoking while she was pregnant. Meanwhile, there are such things as birth defects that happen genetically. There are such things as genetic traits that cause different things. Like when everybody was sitting up there picking on the baby for the way the baby cried, and they're saying, "Oh, he got what the hell was that shit called?" When they were saying it,
Through
they
the
were saying,
chat.
Who to
yes,
chat?
Through the
they were
chat.
saying that it was crude to chat, and oh, he got that because she was drinking and smoking. No, it comes from a missing
Chromosome.
chromosome in the father's DNA. So it would have never been her fault. It would have been Blue's fault because it would have came from his side. Oh,
And
but
we could
nobody want to
definitely.
talk about that. You want to talk about, oh, that baby, he's autistic. Do you know that autism is a genetic thing? That something, it doesn't even have to be genetic. It happens. It happens without anybody doing anything to make it happen.
Shit, a lot of y'all autistic and don't even know it. How about
That
that?
And
part.
Because it comes in
autistic,
stages.
dyslexic. They got common. Wait, what is it called? Comprehension learning disability. That's what 90% of y'all haters have. Comprehension learning disability. Go look that
I'm
up and get
math
a bang out
dyslexic.
of life.
I'm math dyslexic.
And two, we can see Blue got a few missing chromosomes. We watched this. Look at what he did to his face, Jesus. That tells you a lot.
What?
And guess what? Here's the thing. While they want to talk about fetal alcohol syndrome, if you do a little bit of research, do you know that it doesn't just come from alcohol? That there could be multiple variables for fetal alcohol syndrome? Do y'all even bother to do research? No, you don't. Y'all just take shit and throw it on a baby and label it. And then people run with it to make it a fact. And you don't have not a leg to stand on. You don't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of with it to make it a fact. And then you got Carlissa out here co-signing it. You ain't seen that baby since she allowed you to see the baby at her house. You don't know. Oh, no, matter of fact, you seen him at the King of Crabs.
And what does she say when she's seen him in person? Y'all must be editing his pictures or something, because some of y'all are lying. He looks fine to me.
Yeah, and then once she saw that there was something said and the haters got all up in her inbox, it changed. I see it too. That's why you won't ever see that child right now. And that's why we was on your ass dragging you the way that I was on your ass dragging you the way that I was on your ass. I was a Carlissa hate page for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Because as a grandmother, how do you be flip-floppy on your own grandchild?
Because I think that what she's trying to do is antagonize her so much that she snap back and say something about one of her other grandchildren. So she could be like, see, I told y'all she's a bad person. She's this, she's that. It's like you can't keep antagonizing somebody and expect for them not to snap back. Even if you corner a dog, it's gonna come out that corner. So I don't know what people expecting from this 25-year-old child.
It's the fact that she got her ass whooped because Krishan's probably one of the first people to put her in her damn place and not just sit there and take the bullshit, and just most of them just quit talking to her and then just let her back in without having to apologize or do anything. And even after that, Krishan wasn't the one that was keeping Blue. For Blue was the one not answering the phone. Krishan was answering, talking to her. She was telling her, "Oh, he's in there." Every time they fight or something on live, Krishan would answer and try to reassure her. Blue was the one keeping the kids from her. Blue and Jaden. What does that have to do with Krishan? Yet you're not putting any of that blame on Jaden right now. So it's
And
all a
and
jealousy shit.
Yep. And Blue said at the restaurant for her not to let her hold that baby. And you're blaming Krishan. She said your son told her not to let you hold the baby. He does this with all of his children.
Blue
Instead of
didn't
you
even want her to
placing the
go
blame
see
with,
him.
huh?
Remember when Carlissa pulled up? Blue told Krishan on live. We heard she was on the phone with him, and he said, she said, "Should I let him see the baby?" And he was like, "I wouldn't let her. But if you want, do whatever you want." Did we forget that too? That's when she pulled up the first time she
Mm-hmm.
pulled up for the baby and was sitting on somebody's lawn like a freaking stalker.
He
And
told
then
her to
let's
take her outside. Don't let her in the house.
talk about it. Carlissa likes to talk about Krishan like a dog, but you won't never bring up the fact that your son was sitting there doing puff puff give with Chrisean on Crazy in Love 2. We watched him roll the blunt. We watched him light the blunt, smoke the blunt, and then she was smoking the blunt, and then he was smoking the blunt. And you also don't talk about the fact that Jaden admitted that she was smoking a bong while she was pregnant. And while people like to try to say, oh, smoking a bong was better, no, it's not. It causes just as much harm as smoking a joint or smoking it out of a pipe. So what
Yep.
are we saying here? But nobody is dragging Jaden for that, but you're dragging Chrisean.
And ain't nobody dragging Blue for him saying, I'ma drive that bitch crazy until she when she was
Yeah,
pregnant.
yeah.
Let's talk about that. He intentionally did everything possible, human known to mankind, to make her lose that child. He's the father to that child, all the way down to allegedly running her over and whooping her ass. I mean, what part of this don't y'all
Mhm.
understand?
And even the hernia shit, like I said, my son had that same hernia, and it was because it's from stress during the labor and stress and like working and doing a bunch of shit while you're pregnant. It puts like stress on your body and all that shit. So he could have been caused to that too by sitting there driving her crazy and her having to do all that work up until she had the baby.
And why ain't nobody saying thank you for not putting my son in jail? Because he could be sitting in jail for child endangerment for taking that child and allegedly getting into a car accident.
Hold on. And then since we're talking about the mental, emotional, and physical abuse, that causes issues within the child's development as well. It causes neurological development issues, behavioral problems, premature deliveries, all types of stuff. But don't nobody want to talk about that. Y'all want to have the conversation. This is how you have a conversation. You don't sit up here and assume shit. You educate. You educate yourself. And see, it's a damn shame how I know this stuff is because I've looked up everything that they have said, all the shit that they have put out there on this child to educate myself. But I got tired of fighting and going back and forth with people because as soon as I debunk something, here y'all come with something new. So it's pointless because no matter what Chrisean does, y'all are going to find fault with it. She disappeared from the internet. Y'all still kept going. Y'all should have shut the fuck up or went to a whole nother sector. She wasn't here. The baby wasn't online. She was gone. But yet y'all still posting her child, still talking about her, still going live, creating all of these narratives about her and the child. And she wasn't even online. She wasn't saying nothing to nobody. Y'all was still going, still going, still going. If she come out here and say anything, y'all gonna take that and run with it too. She is damned if she do, and she is damned if she don't. And all of us that have gone out here and debunked a lot of the shit that has been put out there, y'all can't stop. Y'all just don't stop. You could have a doctor come out and tell y'all that there is nothing wrong with the child, this, that, and the third, and y'all are still gonna run with it.
They'll see the baby hitting backflips off the couch and throwing stuff across the living room. He could be
And they'll say that
reading. They'll say he got
right,
ADHD and
it's
something
invisible
else.
wires, Dre.
Hell, they'll say she paid the doctor off.
Because remember when the baby was in the bouncer and he was stepping his feet, they said, "Oh, Papa Blue is holding him. You could see it in the shadow." No, you couldn't. There was no shadow. But everybody like, yup, you see it in the shadow. What shadow do y'all see?
The shadow on Delulu and Dumb Street. The shadow in between Delulu and Dumb Street. That's the shadow they saw.
No,
The
that's them
shadow
people they
between
see because they
Carlissa's
crazy.
ass cheeks.
That's her
That's
hemorrhoid.
who
Nobody.
shadows.
That's
It was
nasty. Nobody
it was
want to see that
Carlissa's
shadow
ass
or the
cheeks.
real thing.
That's who shadows it was. It was her ass cheeks.
It's the
And they
hemorrhoid.
make her out to be a
Hemorrhoids.
damn Bond villain. Like all of a sudden she's setting up damn
Villain.
unalivings and she's paying off hospitals and like,
Right.
okay, is she broke or is she fucking this Bond villain or something? Like,
Right.
make up your mind.
Right. Is she paying off doctors or is she poor without a house? I'm confused. Y'all need to make
She's
up y'all damn mind because y'all getting on my nerves. At this point, like I said, learning disability.
It's a
It
comprehension
is
disability.
because you remember they said that she sold her chains to pay for that stuff with Ronnie and she paid Quill with the chains, but then she popped out with every fucking one of her chains.
right.
Except for the
Like, make
two
up
that
y'all's
got
mind.
pawned.
She paid the
Except for the two that got
hospital,
pawned, not by her, by somebody else in somebody else's house. Because the two
but
that
then
got pawned.
she paid off the hospital, but then it's a birthing center. But then when you go look it up, it's a hospital. But they still want to say that it was a birthing center, a private birthing center where she gave birth. It was a freaking hospital. Like, yo, why are we defending? Why are we going up against this? This is really, really retardation at its finest. I said it.
And I want to clarify, a private hospital does not mean it's for rich people or this, that, and the third. It just means if you don't have insurance, they can deny you.
Right, it's privately funded.
Yes, that's all it means.
You
It's
can
still a
still
normal
go-
hospital.
Yeah, you can still go to a private hospital with Medicaid, depending on what's your other insurance you have with Medicaid. Yes, because I go to Long Island Jewish, and that's a private hospital.
They still have to follow normal hospital guidelines, policies, procedures, or they lose their license, just like any other hospital.
Well,
but that's why I be saying common sense don't be sensing. Like, common sense don't sense. Like, how many people, everybody has to go to the doctor. Everybody has a HMO. Everybody knows this. So that's why I really feel like half the people that be saying this stuff is little kids that don't even know what the world is about yet, that y'all are very, very easily influenced, and a lot of adults that are yes men and people that are followers and not leaders. Because in order to be a leader, you have to think for yourself, and a lot of y'all can't do that. That's your disability. You can't think for yourself.
But that's my problem. That's my problem right there. It's the adults that take these narratives and run with it. I've had senior citizen chicks in my inbox trying to call themselves, cussing me out, and they find themselves blocked. Sometimes I curse them out and then block them, but they find themselves blocked because you're older than me and you're running with these narratives. Like, are you serious? Some of y'all got 15 fucking kids and you out here spreading these damn information out, and you should be an expert as many heads you done pushed in and out of your punana. Don't let that go over your head. Anyway, now you've gotten us to talk about it. We've talked about it. What's next?
15 kids is wild, Ma. 15 kids is wild.
It was an exaggeration. I don't know anybody that has 15 kids, but
I was about to say, damn,
nobody.
she don't know how to swallow.
Anybody.
I do. I know somebody
At that
got
point,
You know
15.
somebody that
No
got 15
exaggeration.
kids? Dre, no,
Yes,
you don't.
and half of them, and all of y'all, and I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all ain't got all of them. Y'all ain't got all of them. Now, all y'all that got 15 kids, you ain't got all of them. They in the system. They with the daddies. You ain't got all of them. While you out here passing judgment.
Half of us our age don't even know how to be real grandparents. We still think we hot girls and city girls running the streets.
Hello.
Okay? So for everybody to act as if they're the perfect parent is really crazy to me, because, yeah, especially our big grown age.
And our parents just let us do what the fuck ever. And they just told us to go outside, and they didn't give a fuck what we was doing all day. So I know y'all ain't telling somebody how to parent. Had to have a TV commercial, ask where your kids were. Shit.
You sure did. Don't leave
It's
off
10
that
o'clock.
block.
Do y'all
Don't
know
leave
where
off
y'all
that
kids
street.
is?
I love that commercial.
It is 10
I'm not gonna lie, I
o'clock.
love that commercial. Do you know where your children are? I love that commercial.
Look how the generational gap is crazy. My father is number 13 out of 13 kids. They all grew up in the same house. They all got to go to school. All my father's sisters and them is teachers or principals. We got people that work in the government, all of that. And they grew up poor in the same house. We can't do that.
But
I
babe,
barely
you
could
made it
handle
seem like you
3.
didn't know that. You made it seem like you didn't know nobody with 15 kids. You know somebody with 13 kids, so you kind of do.
Well, my whole family, the older generation, like my grandparents, all came from big families. My grandmother is the second oldest of 9. My grandfather is the second oldest of 14. Like, Caribbean families, they're big when you go like back to your grandparents and stuff. Because they always say it was nothing to do in the Caribbean. We just got TV and stuff. So I guess that was all they could do, was just have sex and have babies. I don't know. But it just goes to show that it can be done and it's not impossible. But our generations have been so spoiled. Like we were spoiled by grandparents, uncles, aunts, and stuff like that, because unfortunately, the late 70s and early 80s babies were born into the crack cocaine era and HIV. And it took a lot of family members, especially mothers and fathers, away from their kids. So we got spoiled because we were being a parent and being a grandparent are two different things. Being a parent and being an aunt are two different things. You parent the child differently when you're a parent versus you are another relative. So we were spoiled. And then we turned around and said, well, we're going to give our kids everything we didn't have, not seeing that we already had more than enough. So now we give all of them everything. And now they're overly spoiled and they feel entitled and everything should be their way and all this. And we raised a whole bunch of, I'm sorry to say it, but pussy ass kids. They mad sensitive. They know how to yell. They know how to be disrespectful, but they cry and they moan and they bitch over shit that we never cried, moaned, and bitched over. And it's crazy. Like it's the way that we was raised down to the way that we raised our kids. And it's sad. And that's why a lot of y'all are the way that y'all are, because you didn't have that mother's love, because your mother was gone, whether she was running the streets, because the 80s was when everybody was running the streets, whether they was on drugs or just partying or whatever. And your grandmother or your aunt took care of you. So now your grandmother's not going to mother you the way you're supposed to be mothered. My grandmother let me get away with murder. My mother let me get away with murder. But I'm speaking off of experience. My grandmother raised me. So I'm speaking off experience. My mother wasn't into drugs, but she was into herself. My mother wanted to party and all that because she had me at 17. And my grandmother, back then, grandparents were willing to help you raise your children. And it turned from helping to actually raising them. And now 2 generations later, these are the type of people that we have to encounter because they don't know what life really is.
Period.
Yeah, and I want to say too.
I know life.
Oh, go ahead, because you didn't get to talk, so you go ahead.
Just not sure if I should be offended or not. I know life.
Right, I know life too, but I want to say
Whoa.
this, Jay Bird. I don't feel that people, because a lot of people dealing with this. You get online and you get to pass a judgment on a 25-year-old, but your 25-year-old is at home knocking you over the head and cussing you the hell out. But this 25-year-old is supposed to take with the information you give them and run with it. And your own child ain't taking what you gave and ran with it. Just ask Shaquisha and Ray Ray. You scared of them right now. Ray Ray out there holding and he toting, but you got so much to say about this child.
That damn part. Sweep around your own door before you go talking about the dirt around others. Period. All right. Now, I hope that answered y'all question, since y'all, why you don't never talk about? Well, that's us talking about, and we done. Any questions? Oh. Now, let's get back into what we were talking about and what we all came here for, because we was talking about baddies and everything that happened between Lemon Pepper, the Stepper, and the baddies. So, we know what happened between Tifa and Chrisean. And, Lemmy did make a post and say that he was so pissed. And he said, irresponsible people, baddies, unreal. That's what he said. That's what him said. Him said that they was irresponsible and it was unreal. And then, he said he was looking for some replacements, right? We're actively seeking replacements. I promise some of the original casted baddies simply aren't contributing or bringing any real value to the table. You likely know exactly who you are. My advice, elevate your energy and presence or prepare to be replaced. Respectfully, Lim. Now, my problem with this is, how many times have we heard that if they don't fight, they go home?
Every season.
Every season.
But they don't make them fight, right?
For the first 3. Except for the first 3. It's been every season since Chrisean has left.
No. Well, no, it was before she left. I would say it was before Midwest. Um, it was probably around East or West, I would say. But yeah, it's been pretty often.
I feel like they got a high off of that Sync viral moment and been trying to recreate it ever since and can't.
They can't.
Yes.
They'll never be able to
The
recreate that.
Oh
sync
no.
and when the marshals came and got her. Because to be
Yes.
honest, you know how they be like the best clips from a reality show? That's up there
Mhm.
with Jocelyn in that bathroom stall finding out she was pregnant.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
mean, the
and
music alone, I still love that scene because the music just took me the fuck out when
This
they.
is this is what I'm saying. Like it's
yeah.
those two scenes are up there with one of the best, like pumpkin spitting in New York face. Like one of those
Also,
scenes.
the scene when it was the four of them fighting in the yard. When it was the four of them fighting in the yard was another
Oh
fight
yeah,
scene
Slim,
that
Rolly, Jayla, and Chrisean.
Yup.
Yeah, that was epic
Hmm.
too.
Yup,
Well,
that was a pretty iconic fight
I
for
should have
them, for
actually
baddies.
started. I should have started our moving right along with this one because this goes out to all of you that like to talk about the baby. Chrisean had a message for y'all, and I hope it didn't go over y'all head. She said, "Everyone that think they can speak on my son always lose their life. I wonder why they keep going when they see the end result of trying to harm me for your personal clout gain. Keep going. Let's count how long it lasts. I'm really protected from all evil. First, it was his daddy. Look at him. He's been locked up for 2 years. For 2 years now. Our son was 6 to 7 months baby when his dad lost his freedom. Then it was my ex-boyfriend Karan. Unfortunately, that person died. I honestly am starting to think I don't have to do anything but warn y'all to stop speaking on my son like it won't take your life. Y'all won't learn until it happens. We woke up. Amen. But wait, there's more. Hold on. There's one more. There's one more. Then she says, "Leave me alone. Back off. I genuinely love everyone, including the people up against me." What say you?
I'll say she right. Because I could give more examples in the zoo that she gave. Look at Monique. Now she looking like a big fat piggy. Look at what happened to Tamar. Ah, we could go down the list of a lot of people that done said stuff. Look what happened to Tia. Tia, even though Tia still be doing it, but Tia said something and then her son ended up something happening to him. Like karma is still karma. Y'all keep forgetting that. Just like Dre said earlier, y'all acting like if y'all talk on these people's kids, that it won't come back on you. And karma don't gotta come the same way. And it don't gotta come to the same person you giving the 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 evil back to. It could come back in many different ways. So I feel like it was a statement she was making. A lot of people took it like, oh, she's saying you're gonna die. And see, she really did that to no. See, the common sense don't be common sensing. Just look at the list of people that done really went in. Look at Carlissa. We gonna use No Edges as an example. Look at her. She talks about her grandson all the time. She ain't got no second season of Aunties. Thick Stocks ain't doing nothing. You can't get your daughter-in-law back on Baddies. You can't get your daughter back on Baddies. Your son barely
And her
talks to you. He's only
grandchild keeps shitting in her tubs.
Your son barely talks to you. To be honest, we all think.
Mhm.
Well, at least I think the only reason why he's chumming up to you is because he needs somewhere to go. If ATM don't buy their house, he's gonna have to come to your house when he comes home.
I think he's just using her for
So
info, to be honest with you. But that hair is
he
also dwindling away.
This is what I'm saying. So I don't understand why people always think it's crazy when you're supposed to take things literal. The internet never takes anything literal. The moment you're not supposed to, it's a fact. And it's crazy to me. It's really crazy. Like this whole internet is backwards as fuck, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, speaking of Quran, oh, wait a minute. Speaking of Quran, for those who missed it, I guess we're gonna just act like this didn't happen, huh?
The facts have shown that the person who did what they did to Quran has been caught. He is now in jail. What else do y'all want me to fucking do? Y'all want me to be mad about a fucking investigation that motherfuckers is actually equipped for, that didn't come out they ass and be like, oh yeah, like, come on. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? I can't stop saying what the fuck because y'all just like stupid. Y'all are so stupid. Bro, y'all are stupid. Y'all on this internet shit. And I've been trying to stay away from this shit because it wasn't just shown. The facts have shown.
So now she also went on to tweet and say, you guys need to heal y'all own traumas before you come here questioning other MFers' traumas. Real shit. This internet don't place you above your wrongdoings and what you have done to you. And I'm now seeing this shit is all projection. Y'all have no idea what healing looks like. The internet has literally have y'all cancer. I guess gave y'all cancer in the brain, bro. Seriously. And I honestly just pray y'all go outside one day and touch grass. Nothing I've ever said has changed, but I'm not going to pop my veins in my chest to convince motherfuckers. I don't know what really is. I don't know what reality is. Be great and suck my dick. Sincerely, AJ.
And that's crazy. Y'all hearing it from a supposed op of Chrisean's that she did not do anything, and y'all still want to run with the fact that she had something to do with it and try to convince her op that she has something. That's crazy. Like, people are really delusional.
Mad that they caught who did it, and they're still saying she paid the guy, but y'all are saying she's broke. She can't even afford a place to stay. So how the fuck is she paying for hits?
Then they said she did it in spirit. That was one too. She did it in spirit.
What?
If it
Well,
was,
hold up, hold up. Spirit.
Well, that's crazy because if anybody working any kind of voodoo, any kind of thing like that, it would be the other baby mama and his mama, because both of them then came out. We done seen altars. People done tried to say you had to pay for them to teach you how to take shit off of people, put shit on people. Like, come on. Come on now.
yeah, Carlissa
Only
with that
one.
altar with the elephant facing the wall with the Bible with blue shoes by it. That was a
That's
sign
who
that
I
he
was
was
talking about,
on
Carlissa and
timeout.
Jaden. That's
Yeah, that
exactly
was
Yeah,
who
a
I was
don't
sign
talking
that.
forget,
about.
she said she was going to do
Yeah,
voodoo. She went to go see the lady when she was at that restaurant. She said, I'm meeting with a voodoo priestess.
if I was Christian, I'd take my baby, go get him touched ground, take him to get him prayed over by the elders of the church, because just being related to Carlissa is too much for me.
Well, Carlissa had some things to say down in some comment sections. And one of them was she was blaming Chrisean, saying that Chrisean had done so much to her family. She said, all you did to my family, I would still never wish harm on you. And I pray that God saves you and your son. But Carlissa, you caused harm to your own family. Let's hear what Blue had to say.
Thing that you got going wrong with you is because of you.
Hey,
Not because of me, not because of her, because of you. It all comes 360. You're not the best person to go crazy for just because you're not. Like, if you had an army, you would be a terrible army leader because you would just lead your soldiers into just bullshit every time. You're my mother. I love you, mother. But just not my type of woman, I guess. You're just not my type of lady. Everything that you got going.
That
And
is my
yet,
favorite
Carlissa,
thing he's ever said to us.
Me
You're
too.
not my type of lady.
but see, the crazy thing is, I don't know if people pick up on what Carlissa is doing. Carlissa is rushing to try to get Jaden and Angela to get on one accord and be friendly and cordial and kumbaya before Blue comes home, because she's trying to paint this narrative that Chrisean is the issue. Like, see, they get along just fine over here. There was nothing wrong. It's not us, it's her. She will never make her son take accountability for his actions. She will never hold herself accountable for the things that she has done. And I've already showed y'all the video where Blue, Dre, and Callie have all come out and spoken out about how she is as a mother. Now she's saying she's the world's greatest mom. Okay, maybe you're the world's greatest mom to the best of your abilities. But even you have to admit that at some point in time, you weren't exactly the best parent. You dropped the ball. If you were a single mom, then you dropped the ball more than once. If you were out here, you got 3 baby daddies, 3 husbands, and you were only married to Blueface's father. You were not married to Callie's dad. You were not married to Dre's dad. And let's look at this for a second. Dre just found out who his biological father was because you was sneaking and geeking and you wanted it to be this guy, but it was really this guy. Callie's dad already had a woman and you was sneaking and geeking with him. Then you got with Blue's dad. Blue's dad married you. You had a baby. Then he divorced you. Then you got married to a cokehead, allegedly. And then you also got married to Mr. Saffold. Like, you don't have, you want to say out here, oh yeah, I've had 3 men marry me. But
He said 4, Henny.
according to
4.
you, it's 3. She only has 3 marriage certificates.
The last time she counted, she told me 4, and I had to go and ask and check behind the scenes with some people. And I think, yeah.
You gonna tell me and I pulled the records and did a whole video on it? She has
I
3 marriage certificates.
I don't know why she said 4 there, Henny. I don't know. That was her last live when she talked about her husband. She said you could
Cause
ask
she
any
be
one of them.
lying.
She said we could ask
I
any
see
one
it
of
as
them.
3
She was
men
a good
ran from
mama.
her.
She had 3 husbands and 3 baby daddies, and only one of them husband baby daddies overlapped with each other. And it wasn't her that wanted the divorce. It was Papa Blue that wanted the divorce from Carlissa.
Like I said, 3 ran from her. And honestly, Carlissa, you wouldn't have took it as a threat if you hadn't have been talking about the baby.
Exactly. Exactly.
I think that she dropped the ball, draws, pennies. She dropped it all. Okay. Listen, I can never let that go. You teaching some kids how to eat chew the chowder and butt. And then you go get them some for the practice zone and disappear for about a week or 2 and leave them in the house with them girls by themselves. I feel them girls' mama should whoop her tail.
Wait a minute, Dre. What was she teaching them to eat?
Cooter chowder and butt.
No, remember she said she told him not to go to the butt. But don't forget, she also bought a car for underage kids so they'd have a way to go when she wasn't around. Where were you?
Chasing her next victim.
I wish some of her victim men would come out and speak against her.
Baby, I'd be present right there in the beginning.
I'll be like, yeah, I got somebody that's going to interview you right now. We got a band for you right now.
We'll crowdfund.
For real, I'll pay it. Don't even worry about it.
We could call it Surviving the Hot Tub.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Lord.
Old seafood bowl.
Henny edition. Cause yeah.
Do I want to talk about this before we get back into the baddie stuff?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, y'all don't have to say nothing. So Jada made this tweet right here, right? And she said, y'all need to stop using God as a scapegoat for not being shit. The fuck? Now, a lot of people ran with the conclusion that she was taken up for Blue and Carlissa. And Carlissa, she had a lot to say. She was putting up scripture and praying to the Lord. We'll get back to that in a minute. But I looked and I noticed that prior to Jaden's tweet, Sadie had posted bad days pray, good days pray, everyday pray. And in between that tweet and her last post came Jaden's tweet. And then Sadie said, make sure you are disgusted by your own sins as much as you are about others. Now, I don't know if she was jumping in with Chrisean or if she was taking a shot at Sadie or what. But I am going to just say this. These two need to just go ahead and have it out. They need. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I want to see the have out.
So you mean that Sadie should just go ahead and whoop Jaden ass? Because I don't think Jaden will beat Sadie.
Not unless she
Right,
jumps
she
her.
got beat up by Roses.
I know. Remember, all the people that Jaden was jumping people with were actually Sadie's friends. We got to think about how this friend group was really working. Most of the girls that Jaden was hanging out with was Sadie's friends. So how she gonna jump her with her own friends?
Well, the only two that I see that have survived the division of the friends has been Quincy and Sam Snapped It, and the girl who does her
Samuel.
nails. Shut up,
That bitch blocked me, so Samuel.
But I just feel like,
I like Samuel. I like that name Samuel for her for that man.
when when Jaden be throwing these shots, she don't never put an at to it. So I don't know who she's talking about, but I'm just saying there's another possibility. And then there was this from Buki.
To avoid the fake lesbian, the fake gays as a stud, you gotta act sassy off rip. No cap. You just gotta give a little leg cross, give a little 1-2, you know, a little sass it up a little bit. Just do a little off rip, because that way it's gonna weed out a lot of the fake gays, a lot of the fake lesbians. Cause some of them they tryna come in thinking like a stud gonna be they man. Like, no, it's not that. You gotta let them know you a girl too. So yeah, for all my studs out there, you know what I'm saying? Just a little tip, you don't have to follow it, but it's something I do. Well, I'm already sassy a little bit, but I don't know.
So all of that came out on the same day.
I'm confused.
But wait, why Boogie looking like Dre illegitimate son?
Listen, leave
That ain't
baby
even
Dre.
right.
Listen, leave baby D Bird alone, okay? Baby D Bird didn't do nothing to you, and Big D Bird
No,
didn't do nothing to you.
she confused.
And
She's
don't forget
confusing.
the I love you curve she did. Was it last week?
Yeah, when they were
So
at the
she's throwing some sub.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going on with that, but let's go back for a second. Okay, so let's finish off what we was talking about. Well, we could get into that. Now I'm gonna talk about this too before we slide off into anything else. Now this caused a lot of confusion. I'm gonna tell you why people were confusion, because you see at the top of this post right here, it says, "Oop, Facebook T page requests for Tifa to eat the following girls on Baddies." And then they've got their little photos down there, and you see Tommy and Bad Dolly and Chrisean, and I don't know all the rest of these. Poppington, you might know them, but I don't know them. But there was a like from DJ Sky. So at first, everyone was thinking it was from Facebook because it said Facebook. And some people was like, no, it wasn't from Facebook. It was from Instagram. So it was a bit of confusion that was going on, a little kerfuffle. But then there were other things like Chrisean unfollowing DJ Sky. And then DJ Sky not even knowing that she was unfollowed. And DJ Sky's post that says, I bump heads with people because I speak up. I ain't no effing yes man. So there was that stuff that was going on. But DJ Sky saw this post and came into the comment section, and she too was under the impression that this had come from Facebook. And she said, fake news. I'm not on Facebook. So that got posted. But people were like, no, Henny, that came from Instagram. And it did. And Sky undid it. And of course, that led to her being refollowed by Chrisean, and they were at the club. It was a little awkward to me. I don't know what y'all think, but now it is safe to say Chrisean is not following DJ Sky yet again. What say you?
I just want to know if it wasn't true. Oh, go ahead, got it.
I feel like it was super awkward. Very, very awkward. You could tell it was very awkward. They weren't their usual self when they go out. This is not their usual self at all. Don't mind them. I'm not in my room. Clearly.
You hear mine in the background.
No. But yes, no. This whole entire thing, you could tell that this was some weird BS. Like, you could tell that this is some weird BS. Not like this is some weird BS that has nothing to do with them per se. If that makes any sense. This is outside forces. Because
But like I said,
this
see,
isn't them.
but why did DJ Scott unlike the post then? That is like my question with the whole thing. If it wasn't her, like if it was an accident, just say it was an accident.
Right. It was an accident. That's why she undid it. But she was also under the impression, like a lot of people were, that it was on Facebook.
I got you. Okay.
I don't think it had anything to do with the post.
I don't think it was done on purpose. We've never caught Sky.
Oh
like
no, I don't think it was done on purpose
before. Like, she's never done that. I mean, she's done other stuff that's caused us to look at her sideways, like, girl. But I don't think that she really liked that on purpose. Probably wasn't paying attention. Just double tapped it. But
I don't know. Zeus just seems to bring out toxicity, and it's like it causes division. As soon as they get there, it's like everybody falls out over something. It's like it brings negativity and it sticks on people.
Well, my grandmother told me if I ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing. So I don't have any comment on this because my petty brain and my petty mind. Yeah, we like you, Sky, over here. I'm gonna just leave it at that. I don't want to say how I really feel about the situation because I don't think people would like what I would have to say because Sky, I love you, but you a little messy. You messy boots. And I understand that you're a DJ and you have to be cool with everybody, but it comes a time in your life where loyalty has to be a number one priority, especially when it comes to your friend. And sometimes me, I don't feel like you do that. So before I say anything else, I don't have nothing else to say but that because there's no mistaking. It's not like Chrisean's pictures even if you scroll past, you still would notice your friend like right there. So I don't think it was an accident. Me personally, fuck it. I'm just saying it. I don't think it was an accident.
was that so hard?
Now, if liking the post came after a certain situation, then that's different.
And yes, it was hard. It was hard for me.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just answering Henny's question. It was hard because I could have said way more. I could have put it on my hoodie and a pooch shiesty. I could have really went in, but I'm not going to do it because I just feel like they're probably going to end up being friends next week again, like always. So what's the point?
I don't know.
I'm gonna just say this: if you stand for anything, if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything, and that's all I can say to that situation. You gotta start sticking up for your friend, just like your friend will stick up for you.
I am confused by that.
Because she did stick up for her when it had came down to that Bigo Live with what's that girl name? The one that got her finger broke? Smiley. She stuck up for her. You know what I'm saying? And I feel that
she stuck up for Smiley too on that Bigo Live.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She sticks up for her friends. It's when is her friends gonna stick up for her?
And Sky acting like Zeus didn't play her before too. Like that, I'm just saying, like we're talking about people, we're talking about their experience. Zeus has played in Sky's face a lot over the years. A lot. So that's where I'm just like, maybe that's what it is, because you would be loyal to, it's like all money ain't good money. So you're loyal to the money and not loyal to your friend, because that's kind of what it looks like to me, but that's why I'm saying, that's why I don't want to really get into how I feel about it, because it's like, Chrisean is a forgiving person. We done seen both of them go later on, but yeah, I don't think it was a mistake. There's no way I see my friend on a post, or my friend is on a post, and my eyes don't go straight to her, even if I'm just scrolling. And to be honest, since you always going to say, well, I'm a DJ, I have a you shouldn't just blind like posts if that's the case. You should never blind like a post, because you might be offending somebody else that you work for or work with. So I don't know. I just don't believe that it was a mistake.
Well, see, that was kind of the point that I was making. She probably saw her and Tifa on a post and wasn't paying attention to what it was and just double tapped it. But I mean, it is what it is. She unliked it. Chrisean started following her again. And right now, today, Chrisean is not following her anymore. But now we're going to amp up into the Baddies beef. So the girls arrived to their first booking. I think it's their first booking. I don't know. But they arrived to the booking. There you have Summer and Lex and them arriving. Okay.
Ooh,
Oh no.
Stinkabella looked so stinky. That booty looked as stank. Ew.
You know, you
Ew.
got Suki and Anna. Anna arrived or walked up with Suki. She did not walk up with Tesehki. I wanted to point that out.
Wait, Anna had the same outfit on twice? Didn't her and Big Lex have that same outfit on last night too?
I don't know. I don't know. Then you
No,
got
Big Lex's was more like hers was a handprint on the brassiere. There we go. But yes, similar outfit.
then you got Marsh hugging Rolly. There's Bad Dolly pulling up. Okay. And there you have it's in the next clip, sorry. And then you have Biggie, Tesehki, Chrisean, and Marsh. Now, Tesehki looked to turn around and speak to Chrisean or Marsh, but she spoke to them.
That's what it looked like to me.
It looked like that to us too, okay? And then, everybody arrived into the club. All right. There they are walking in single file into the line. And there goes Tesehki and there goes Chrisean and Marsh. And, they're in close proximity to one another. And we got them coming in at different angles. Here's another angle of them walking through the crowd coming in, in baddie style and baddie fashion and form. And there's Chrisean and Marsh standing up in the section. There's they're in the sections together. You got Marsh and all of them on the baddie shot o'clock. But now Tesehki came and made this post. Y'all will see something and run with it. We just work for the same company. Just because y'all see a MF walk in the club behind me, y'all think it's sweet. When you have a heart and hands like mine, you do things a little different. Stay tuned, stay alert. Now, to me, this was unnecessary. This was poking the bear because it's the way it's worded. Oh, she walked in behind me. And, I just have such a good heart, but I got these deadly hands right here. So I'm going to do stuff differently. We just work together. That's like she was trying to play her. That's exactly what that came out. Like, you trying to play her? Well, Chrisean clapped back to Tesehki's post and added Latifah and said, girl, we all definitely was sweet. And since I got here, you out from Instagram, I'll purposely separate anything that has had to do with us. Don't gotta be in the same frame. If you faking that smile, LOL. We literally can pick who we walk in scenes and venues with. You vocalize how you feel in real time, so you don't have to address you being fake. You was being nice, We don't care who you are, LOL. I am who I am. That's why you rather smile in my face and walk in with me instead of going by yourself or in a different group. Next time, I'm going to just walk in with Lemmy, 100, the CEO. And then she says, you can't take nobody's position if it wasn't yours to begin with. Nobody can take nothing that's meant for you. So why try? Thoughts?
I think Tesehki is letting fans influence her. I think because she didn't say nothing when it went out, because it went out early that day. But then later on, after you see it, you see fans like, whoa, why are they together? Blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, you got something to say.
I feel like Chrisean ate her down. Very classy, very demure. I feel like she ate her down because, girl, like, keep the same energy. I don't like that. That's very sneaky. That just goes to show that you was plotting and planning. And Chrisean's not the first person to tell us that they give you the option of who you do scenes with, who you want to walk in with, and all of that too. So if you didn't want to walk in with them, you shouldn't have walked in with them. If you didn't want people to think that y'all was cool, then your face should have been different. Like your whole demeanor, everything should have been different. But I think Chrisean ate her. Like she clocked T on her very demure-ish.
Goddess?
No, I agree with everything y'all saying.
Dre?
She basically said that she the star. You oldest. That's like it. And things will go smoothly.
Well,
That part, Dre.
it seems like from that feud, things just didn't go too well. And that's going to bring us to our next piece of content, which I am going to post just so that it's here. I don't expect many people to watch it. We are going to watch it here on the live, but I am going to post it as well. But I'm going to post it a little differently. But that led us to this live where this caught me off guard. Did it catch y'all off guard? Hello?
Yeah and no, I guess. It caught me off guard because I didn't think it was going to happen this soon. But in the back of my mind, I knew something was going to go awry with her being on Baddies. It just was a little too early for me, but
I was just talking about the live. Like, were you surprised at the live? Like, when you came on and this is what it was?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
What's
I
live
was
has
caught off guard because of what it was, but in the back of my mind, I knew a live like that was going to come. I just didn't know it was going to come that soon. And I didn't think it would have been that serious. Like that the situation was really that serious. But knowing Chrisean and knowing Zeus, I knew a live was going to come from her, and it would have been pertaining something foul going on during filming.
All right, so let's get into it.
No. That's weird. What the hell? Like even Sky fell into the bullshit. Like I don't know, bro. And with me and Sky, we made back up or whatever. I don't care what nobody say. But her liking shit, all that weird shit, everybody moving weird for a reaction out of me. That's weird, bro. Everybody know I'm on this hiatus to change. That's cool. I'm like, it's cool. I'm not gonna blame nobody but myself. I shouldn't have came here. That's all I got to say. I didn't get paid enough to really just be tripping. Right? And even if you can't even pay me to trip like that no more, bro. The hell? My sister round after round after round after round after round. No, bro. Like, and keep trying to fight the same person. Then she like, yeah, your friend got beat up. Then she throw her gum at me. What? What? You want me to fight Anna? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? I'm not fighting. I'm not doing. She trying to lead the way of chaos. I'm not following behind you with that shit, bro. You gonna look like a fool on your own.
Now, all right. She said DJ Sky liking stuff. DJ Sky being weird. Tifa's being weird. Everything is weird. They trying to get her to go up. They want her to fight Anna, which, if I'm gonna be honest, I would turn my head while watching out the corner of my eye while she beat up Anna. Sorry. I'd have let it pass. Hello?
I just feel like Zeus, it was all a plan. Like, okay, first y'all lure her in with her own show, knowing full well you're not going to actually give her this show. It's just like a little teaser to kind of draw you in. And then eventually, you wear her down and get her to come on Baddies, hoping that you can make her revert to who she was before. And now that she won't, y'all are mad.
Right, because Lemnisha, she over there acting out, okay, showing her baddie bitch side, and then he got the pockets to pay all the other ones and make them promises as well, and they don't mind coming on Baddies for another season. They don't want a whole show like she do. She got bigger plans. You get what I'm saying? And I think Lemnisha is still mad about the Diddy comment. So he's still in his feelings. He's still on his period. And she just got to bring us some ibuprofen, a Band-Aid, and some ice cream and rub his stomach, and he going to be okay. Because he going to ask her back.
Okay.
Yeah, I do feel like by the end of the season we will see her again. But I really, with the whole thing, to me it was a setup from jump. Like we saw, well, not even a setup. It was a paramedic setup, maybe I should say, because we saw pieces of this going down from different people that aren't even like associated with each other for real. Like, okay, boom. We saw when they were all, drinking and laughing on the phone with Tesehki, what Terrain said, oh, Chrisean don't even know what we cooking up. Then we saw Marsh, what she said to Tesehki when they first met up. So to me, it's definitely a setup. Can I say that Zeus is involved? Yes. Can I say that Tesehki is involved? Yes. But I think God set this up too for a lesson, and for her for a lesson. And you know how that works. Sometimes the lesson might be harsh and it might break you, but it might be the biggest blessing that you ever had. And I really feel like it was being set up already divinely. Like it was already going. Maybe she shouldn't even went. Like it was predetermined. Like, I'm showing you not to go. I'm showing you not to go. I'm showing you not to go. And because she went, that's what happened. So I feel like, yeah, it was all a setup from A to B, A to Z setup. Whether it was a setup for her to see not to go, or it was her sister and Lemmy and them setting her up, it was still a setup.
All right.
You gonna look like a fool on your own, bro. And then every scene is like, all right, we're gonna do a house meeting. It's not a house meeting, it's a fight. We're gonna go to rehearsal. It's not a rehearsal, it's a fight. We're gonna go to the show. It's a fight. We're gonna sit down and talk about this. It's a fight. I'm not into that shit no more. I don't want to be into it no more. I never, I grew out of that shit, bro. And I could tell, like, and then it's crazy because you could tell the difference from fake beef and just a storyline for clout. Like, a bitch wants some clout. Like, how are you my sister and you waited till we get, okay, cool, that's cool, I don't care. God, this is what they do, bro. They basically say, hey, we're going to give you the best of both worlds. We're going to give you what a label could give you, right? This is what these people say. They going to put us on a platform in a nice ass, what labels do, right? 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 Then they tell the bitches, like, if you don't fight, oh yeah, you're going home. You're getting replaced. What? All the bitches are sick, depressed, overstimulated, and can't find their identity. I'm the only one standing up to everybody like, so why are we actually fighting? My sister looked like a weirdo. I don't even know if that's, and then I don't even know if they, and just me y'all telling y'all this, I don't care. They're going to probably dress it up and make me seem like I'm the weirdo. And I look like I got some things to work on. Sure, bro. Sure, bro. The atmosphere of baddies is demonic. Everybody that don't want to fight is fighting. If you're not fighting, you're not getting your check. I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to work the Zeus Network ever again. I'm disappointed for real in myself for falling for it, for thinking I had enough self-control or something that like divine in me that I can make it about God. And then
Now I'm gonna stop it right there because she said a lot, and they did try to turn it, and they did try to make it seem like it was her. And I didn't like the way that Lemmy was trying to do that to her. I don't like the way that you know, people are coming out saying that she's lying about the stuff that's going on. And we haven't gotten to that part in the video yet where she talks about how they don't get fed on time, how they're hungry, and all of that other stuff is going on, how the atmosphere is set up for them to fight. It's a hostile environment. And I can appreciate what she's saying, because she's like, oh, well, I thought I had enough like self-control. I thought I had enough, divinity in me to be able to still rock out with all of this and be okay, but I'm not able to do that. You know what I'm saying? And we know that Lemmy offered her her own show and then took it back. But Lemmy sat on the Breakfast Club and said, he wants to see her on Baddies. That's what he said. He wanted to see her on Baddies.
And if
So it's like,
sorry.
huh?
Oh no, I thought you was finished. I'm sorry, Henry.
No, I was just gonna say, so it's like the ulterior motive was already there, and it was loud and it was clear. He didn't want, just like when Whoa Vicky came on. Now, granted, people are out here like, oh, well, Chrisean did Whoa Vicky like this. Well, guess what? Before y'all even get into the Whoa Vicky part, Whoa Vicky was set up as well by Zeus. I posted this to IG earlier today. And yes, y'all are going to get a video of all the breakdowns and all of that. I'm going to give y'all a video, Henny style. But Vicky had something to say about
So
this.
I get on the phone with the main producer of the show. Mind you, I've never watched an episode of this show in my life. I'm like, it can't be that bad. I start Googling the show. I'm like, oh, nah, I'm good. I don't want to do it. I don't want to be fighting. I told the producer. But the producer hit me with, you can leave whenever you want. We try to switch it up, make it more positive. It's not all about fighting. You don't got to fight. And they paying me up front. I'm like, oh, okay, bet. I'll just go in this show and show the love of Jesus. And I told them specifically, I did not come here to fight. I made that very clear. So I get on the phone with the main producer of the show. Mind you, I've never watched an episode of this show in my life. I'm like, it can't be that bad. And Jesus loves you. So the production team told me, you should go to the front and say that. I'm like, no, I ain't going out there. That girl want to fight me. So they convinced me into it. I get one of them to walk up there with me. I'm like, if at least I'm gonna go, I'm not going by myself. So next thing you know, they like, everyone get out of the shot. We only want Vicky in the shot. And so I'm by myself over there saying, Jesus loves you, Chrisean.
No. We're going to respect the TV. We're going to respect whatever the fuck I want to give.
Jesus loves y'all.
She want to get slapped too? Right. You want to get slapped?
And Jesus loves you.
So that scene right there, while Lemmy posted that to his story to try to like make Chrisean look to be the bad guy, production set that up. And we're always hearing about production setting things up. But Whoa Vicky isn't the only one that spoke about that, because we have another person, and again, you guys will get this in a video. You got Hi My Name Is T spoke about that.
when people get to preaching and they're preaching fake, and that's basically what she did. She got on a rock in the middle of a brawl fight. They got us standing outside. It's late at night. Y'all said we was gonna go out to the club, and now you're telling us we gotta go outside. And now people are fighting. I thought we were gonna go have a good time, like I said, and no, we're not. So I'm like, after day 4, I walked upstairs, and while I'm walking upstairs, I see a producer talking to Vicky, and then all of a sudden, the Vicky is on top of a rock talking about Jesus Lord, and I'm like, that's exactly what she said. She told me we weren't going to be doing. We weren't going to be getting involved in people's beefs, and we weren't going to be getting in any fights or any.
Did y'all hear that? Y'all probably didn't. It was probably super low. But hi, my name is T said they told us that we were going out to a club. Then they're telling us we got to go outside, and we go outside and it's a fight going on. And I leave and I go upstairs. And as I go upstairs, I see a producer talking to Vicky. What did Vicky say? The producer came over to her, told her, you know, you should go out there. You should say Jesus loves you. So they set that whole scene up. But Lemmy ain't going to talk about that part though, right? But Chrisean is a liar, right? That's what I thought. I don't see no comments coming up. Let's continue.
The more I make it about God, the more it's like it's like set up to be against my walk in my faith. I don't like it. I don't. I'm about to delete my Instagram. I'm about to get on my flight. Check this out. You just know what I'm going through, what I'm facing, what happened to me, and all this other shit, and why I came, and what my intentions was when I came. All of those intentions, all those expectations out the window. My sister's sitting here crying and it's like, bro, everything just looks weird as fuck. But I'm logging out for real. I don't really like how like fame and people in the industry, it's like you have to humiliate yourself to be somebody that you're not. And then like, you know what the crazy thing is? I went and found myself, bro, I went and found myself. So coming back to this shit, it made me feel like, damn, all I was doing was taking orders from people that was paying me. And I was pressured to be somebody that I was not. And that I know myself, I'm willing to walk away from a check and just say fuck everything and tell everything and tell the truth, my nigga. Everybody's programmed to fight. Everybody don't like that show, bro. I don't care what nobody say, my nigga. I'm looking dead in my sister's eyes. We don't want to fight. We don't want to fight. It's like the demonic shit around us. The program, how it's supposed to go, is forcing us to do whatever, say whatever out of our mouth. We don't eat on time, nigga. They starve us, make sure we're hungry, angry. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about this country. Y'all can sue me. Y'all can delete my Instagram. I don't care. I don't care. I'll get on my fucking flying pandemic, bro.
Now, this right here was hard to watch because she really sounded heartbroken. Like she was duped into this.
I got a question. Because when you hear her say they set you up and have you where anything can come out your mouth, put you in a position where anything can come out your mouth, is they being coerced into saying with like, the remarks about each other children and all of that? Is they being made to do that? And if they don't, they got to go home?
I think what's happening is Zeus is playing on people's triggers and people's emotions. Because if the producers are running around whispering stuff in people's ears to make stuff happen, then it's going to make people respond. And if you are putting people into this pressure cooker, it's only a matter of time Hurt people lash out, and it's vicious. If you got me in an environment with somebody that I'm being told is talking shit about me, yet this person is smiling in my face and they trying to be friendly with me, I'm going to want to rip your face off. Because this producer over here is telling me that you popping it. And you popping it and you supposed to be my people's, but you over here, now you in my face like I don't know what you said. So now I'm ready to rip your face off. And if you act like you don't want to fight me, I'm going to say something that's going to make you want to fight me. All these girls that are on Baddies, if we're going to talk about it in a real way, all of them are holding some type of trauma. They holding some type of pain. They holding something. They're hair triggers. They're easily set off. Bitch, you put your finger in my cheesecake, bang. Well, that's a bad analogy because they be hungry.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Shoot, you
they're hungry.
it.
You know what I'm saying? They don't feed them. I mean, I know Biggie tried to show Anna was eating something, but she also showed a whole bunch of plates stacked up together. But you just walked in that room. And inside of that room, from the cast, all we saw was Anna and Mariah Lynn. And there was more than just a plate sitting over to the side, which tells me they're behind the scenes. It's telling me, Anna, were you given scraps to eat? Did you go in that room and find that plate? Because Biggie, if you ate already, why are you asking Anna, let me get some, sister?
Right. And I remember seeing
but then she asked, can I have your water? And she's like, no, you can open it and have a sip. Why are you asking her for her water? Why are you asking her for some of her food? If you already ate, if they feeding y'all so good.
And somebody asked, well, you know, they said they're adults.
But didn't Natalie and Scotty have a whole fight because Scotty ordered extra food one time?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I'm not understanding why they're trying to lie to us. And it's been more people that said that they don't feed them.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that it's a recommendation that they don't eat, because if you see the way that Jaden was scarfing that pizza down behind the seat and behind the stage before they got to perform, it was like she was eating in a rush, so don't nobody see her, or they was gonna have to fight over that pizza. Sorry.
No, I think it's what Chrisean said. Like, when you hungry, you get mad. You get hangry. Like, you need to grab a Snickers or grab somebody by the throat. That's the only two ways problem going to be solved.
Look at this scene from Baddies right here. Do y'all see this sign on the refrigerator?
Mm-hmm.
The sign on the refrigerator says, do not enter.
That's crazy, too. Like, but somebody asked, like, in a comment, said they're adults. Why can't they get food? Now, if they take their wallets, they take their phones, they're stuck in a location they brought them to for 12 hours or more, because they said they film usually for 8 to 12 hours, depending on the situation. How are they supposed to get food if they don't have no phone, no way to pay for it, no nothing, and they're not bringing them nothing to eat? How do y'all expect them to eat?
Hey, Tyrone.
But it's not even just Baddies. Zeus, it's all of Zeus, because Jocelyn's Cabaret, Jocelyn's Cabaret, the dating shows. Kristen will even vouch for me. The dating shows, they'll tell you that they'll lock them in their rooms.
Mm-hmm.
For
Jocelyn's
hours.
girls say it all the time. It's liquor.
Yeah.
That's all they give them.
Yeah.
They said it.
I haven't been out of my room all day.
And in Texas, where Wet Wet was on there, she said something about it too. That they really ain't shit. Like the juices that Ballistic makes will be like all they have all damn day, and they have to dance and use all that stamina and shit.
But see, that's what I'm saying. When you add these women with hair triggers in them for trauma, and you fuel them with liquor, and you starve them, and you got them put into this situation, and you spinning a narrative, and you setting scenes up, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to get a scene. They knew telling Whoa Vicky to go outside. You already knew Chrisean was pissed off. You knew that she was the culprit in the whole situation because Tifa didn't smack her the way she was supposed to. Just like she didn't smack Anna, she made Anna, the yipping chihuahua, her bestie instead of smacking her for her sister for what she did. So you already know throwing Whoa Vicky out there at that particular point in time and having her stand on a rock and telling everybody we just want her in the scene, which you could see everybody is huddled up together and they're kind of separated from her. You sitting over there got her screaming, Jesus loves you, Jesus loves you. Yeah, she's an antagonizer, of course. Of course it's to get her dealt with. Of course, oh, you said you're not going to fight. We're going to make you get into a situation. So let me putting that up didn't do anything but prove that y'all ain't shit.
Exactly.
Right.
The
Like,
industry
why would
doesn't
you?
want healed.
No, they don't. But why would
They
you
can't
send
control.
somebody into a fight saying Jesus loves you?
Right.
And it's like you making her seem like she a weirdo. Because you see people out there squawking and you come out, Jesus loves you, like they won't pop you in your mouth too.
Right. Well, we're only going to play a little bit more of this and then we're going to keep going because, again, I am going to do a whole video breakdown of this and I'm going to give y'all, trust me, it's been a lot that this video that I'm going to put out with this live is probably going to be long, but it's going to be really informative. So you guys don't miss it when you see it. Don't just look at it and be like, oh, I already seen that live. No, come in and watch the video because I'm really going to go in and go off Henny style on this video, okay? Because Lemmy pissed me off, and I'm going to tell y'all why in a minute.
Oh, God, bro. Oh, God, bro. Real shit. I used to let this shit slide with my relationship, bro. I thought it was love because I never had shit, nigga. Swear to God, bro. Swear, bro. We end up turning on each other because of this shit, bro. Real shit, bro. I'm beefing with whoever the producers or whatever because they want to set up shop to fight. I'm telling Sky, stop playing that weird music. Play my gospel real quick. I don't care what they say right now. Y'all keep fighting, so I turn the gospel up. Me and Sky fighting over the controls. Not because of me and Sky, because it's like stuff going on and I don't really want to be around it. Now it's like, all right, now that I'm in it, it's like, if I be quiet, don't speak up for nobody, it's not going to be a change. And everybody's scared to speak up. Every female on that show, including Natalie, is scared to speak up. And then Natalie is cool because she compensated for her silence. None of the other bitches are. I don't want to be a part of Zeus Network. I said that apology out of fear of losing my job, losing my reputation, losing my like I didn't want them like editing the show to make me look like I was the demonic one or the one that was setting up stuff. But like I don't know what it's gonna look like. I don't even care to find out, bro. Baddies shouldn't be baddies. Zeus Network shouldn't even be a network. It's demonic as hell, bro. I wouldn't even let my daughter be on Baddies or my kids watch Baddies. So why is it even a thing that's so influential, my nigga? I don't care. I don't care what nobody say. I just keep saying, we tired. Nigga, me too. That's why I'm going to hang my phone up. After this FaceTime call, I'm going to go get my bags, and I'm going to the airport. Guess who got my motherfucking ID? The assistant. Why don't Chrisean Malone have her ID? Ask them that. Is it because I'm the type of person to get on a flight? I don't even have my motherfucking ID. I'm glad I got clear. I could fly out JFK with clear. I don't need no fucking ID. I'm going home. For real. For real. This shit ain't worth it.
All right. So we're going to stop there. And we're going to come back over here to the IG because let's see. Let's compare what was said. So Chrisean has already told us that they have her ID, right? Right. Now, Lemmy comes wrong one. Lemmy comes on after Chrisean does this live, And Lemmy makes a series of story posts, okay? And she says that they were going to try to make her, good job, guys. I see y'all helloing from the other side. The bouncers are bouncing. The snipers are snipping. Get them the fuck up out of here. Period. All right. So he comes on and he says, Chrisean's recent behavior has been erratic and concerning, reflecting ongoing instability, personal negligence, and contradictory displays of faith. Throughout production, she has engaged in multiple verbal and physical altercations without any prompting, encouragement, or influence from myself, Zeus executives, or producers. These incidents were neither staged nor directed. They are her genuine actions captured in real time. Now, pause, because we always hear about story producing, and we just heard Whoa Vicky and Hi My Name is T talk about how the producers be involved in stuff. Then he goes on to say, Chrisean repeatedly disclosed behind the scenes details online, compromising the integrity of the show and the experience for viewers. Let's be clear, Miss Rock, which he calls her Miss Rock because you know she did not want to be called Chrisean Rock. So he's doing that to antagonize her, okay? Reached out requesting an opportunity, and we graciously provided one. No one is exploiting anyone for a storyline. The reality is simple. Chrisean and Tesehki have deep-rooted family issues, and our cameras are documenting it authentically. So now let's break this down right here. Chrisean was going live compromising behind the scenes details online. How? She came live that first morning and Scotty said Chrisean was clocking stuff. Chrisean let it be known that she was calling people out for being fake, clicking up with each other, and they're not really clicking up with each other, and saying that Baddies is not Baddies anymore because it's not the Baddies that she was on, okay? That's what she came on and said, and then she went on to talk about her personal stuff, okay? Now, then he goes on, then she came on now. Well, she did the other thing, and that was a personal live. Then she came on now. So what behind the scenes details is she dropping online? Huh? The fact that y'all got involved, her relationships have been altered by y'all, the fact that y'all are starving them, the fact that y'all are what did she give up? Because you're admitting that there's something that she said in the details that are ruining it for the viewers. Then you mention that her and Tesehki have deep-rooted family issues. And then you say, our cameras are documenting it authentically. You said that. So basically what you're saying is, listen, they already got a family trauma going on. We're just recording it. Yeah, you're recording it and you're monetizing it and you're making money off of it. You're eating off of the family drama. You need that family trauma to go up because you know people were here to see them connect. But you know that society thrives off toxicity. So y'all made sure y'all pushed it and pushed it and pushed it. You basically told on yourselves to me in this post. Then he says, sister's reaction. Oh, I must have covered that up. That's I did cover it up by accident, trying to make sure that I put the time on there. Damn. All right, that's understandable. Basically, he was talking about, you know, the interactions between Chrisean and Tesehki. If they had, you know, what was going on, he would be concerned too about the reaction of the sister, but it doesn't justify disparaging Zeus or its team. The truth will be evident soon enough. If she decides to step away, so be it. Baddies will continue to thrive with or without her. We sincerely wish Chrisean and her family peace, healing, and God's best. And then he says, lastly, for the record, no one is withholding her identification. She chose to leave abruptly during active filming and demanded that production halt operations to accommodate her personal request. Unfortunately, we do not operate on her schedule. Nevertheless, her ID will either be in her possession or returned to her promptly in an expeditious manner. Now, first of all, you said no one is withholding her identification and that it would be returned to her expeditiously, right? So if that be the case, explain this.
What you mean? You wish you could give me my ID? Give me my ID. I just need to get on the plane.
I know, but I was told not to give anybody their ID.
I was told not to give anybody their ID, which means he's holding more than one ID. I was told not to give anybody their ID.
Bro, this is Zeus Network. You know how bad you can jeopardize them for taking my IDs so I don't get on the flight. Y'all know my daddy?
You have Lemmy number?
So you're not gonna give me my ID?
Unless Lemmy says I can give it to you.
Unless Lemmy says I can give it to you. What production is she halting right now, standing in the lobby, asking this gentleman who's not being filmed for the show, because he's not a baddie, for her ID? And he's saying Lemmy has to be the one that gives the okay for her to get her ID.
He's the one that says whether I can give it to you or not.
He's the one that says whether I can give it to you or not.
I want to go. This shit is demonic.
All right, let's call Ashley.
I'd be wrong if I cracked you in your mouth. I'd be wrong if I called the police and said you robbed me for my ID and put your life at jeopardy.
You're right.
What are you calling them for, bro? Give me my ID.
Because I work for them, Chrisean.
Nigga! This nigga got my ID, sir. He won't give it to me. I need to leave. Tell this nigga to give me my ID.
Telling security.
Please, bro.
And I won't get it back.
Bro, please. Please tell this man to give me my ID.
He went upstairs.
I can't make this shit up. You know how much trouble you will get? Everybody get it? Bro, just give me my ID.
I don't want her ID.
I know, just give it to me, bro. You're not gonna lose your job, my nigga. You're gonna have to lose your company, bro.
I don't care.
Okay, well, give me my ID.
I'm just gonna follow the orders that I'm given.
That's evil as fuck. I just want to go home.
I understand that.
I don't want to fight no more. I don't want to be on Zeus no more. I don't want to deal with y'all no more. Give me my ID so I can get on my flight. I'll be wrong if I crack him in his mouth. Call the police. He won't give me my ID.
Yeah.
Bro.
Come on.
What the fuck? Give me my ID. I want to leave, bro. Yes, they're my bags, but I'm ready to go. This nigga won't give me my ID because he was ordered not to give me my ID. And I'm the problem? What's up, bro? This nigga won't give me my ID. Mars, this nigga said he get.
I'm sorry, Lemuel. Nobody was holding her ID from her. So why, when the phone call was made and it was said that she wanted her ID, why she couldn't get her ID? Because you didn't clear it to say that she could get her ID. And you trying to say you don't hold people hostage.
Why is the car still here? Yeah, now you guys got the like. Why is the car still here? I asked you guys to start the car. He want to kick everybody out. Hey, June, here we go. Looking stupid. You sitting there looking stupid. Yeah, and you got me held hostage in the whole motherfucking shit. I'm not a baddie. I don't care. You don't. You are a baddie. With a phone up your ass, bitch. Stop fucking talking. Act like a fucking retard. Yeah, I'm a retard. Here we go. Y'all get, I'm not getting, I don't need another minute. No. Already up the street. I said I want to leave. So the car's not moving because you're the boss. Nigga, you're not the boss of me. You're not, so let me go. fucking weird. Let me go. Shut the fuck up, bitch. I'm not your fucking hoes. I'll talk to you however the fuck I want. I ain't never fucked you and I'm not fucking you. So shut the fuck up talking to me like I'm one of your bitches. Oh, I told the car to just go. You guys, I'm still sitting here. I'm still sitting here. I don't give a fuck. I'm on live. And what are you going to do, L'Oreal? I've been nothing but respectful to you, too. The plumbers have lost their minds. Period. No, it is. Because I asked you guys nicely to leave me the fuck alone. You guys keep doing shit and hiding behind me. I said, when would you like me to address it? When? In this scene or the next scene? Because you guys keep playing with me.
Should we, that looks like being held hostage to me. What about you guys?
I'm sorry, but the phone.
Yep, and then he gonna show him buying her a bag like that was proof that she wasn't held hostage. No, it looks like you were making up for it.
Pretty much.
It looked like he running the whole show. That's what it looked like to me.
Like King Kong gorilla pimping.
And see, none of it really makes sense. I mean, because how hard would it have been for him to just hand the ID? So you saying that it would have stopped production? How? You were able to answer the phone and say no.
The only way I'm thinking it would stop production is if he has them himself. Which why would you have them yourself?
And even
That's the only
Biggie's
way I
saying
can see
it's a, what did she say? It's a convenience, but y'all weren't flying nowhere. Y'all weren't in any clubs. Like, he had no reason. And it is a federal crime to hold somebody's ID. It is. You're not supposed to.
You
Well, the
ain't
video
a daddy.
you're talking about, we have that video too. This is the video
You held hostage? What's going on? Are you held hostage? What's going on? Are you held hostage?
And let me tell you why I kind of am going to do this video and I'm going to go hard. Because do you see what he said at the top? Since Chrisean wants to post old videos, the notion that I would ever hold anyone hostage is downright ludicrous. 90% of these baddies could probably fold me in half. But that doesn't prove anything. Because she's not joking when she says that.
But that's crazy that he would say that when he has mad allegations of putting his hands on 90% of the baddies.
And giant ass security.
You talking about they fold you, but a lot of them done said you done put your hands on them or on other baddies in their presence. So I'm not understanding who
And what's
really
weird
told.
is he did the same thing to who was it? Wasn't it Scotty allegedly when they was over? It was overseas. Where did they go? Not overseas. They went somewhere out of the country, and she lost her passport and she couldn't leave. Somebody had it. And one of the girls was like, "Oh, I told you not to leave it in the room. Don't leave none of your stuff sitting around down here because they'll take your stuff." It was Scotty. Yeah, and she was crying, and then all of a sudden she got a phone call, and then Natalie said, "Oh, they found it. They found it." Why do you guys got to take their stuff? Like, in order for
And if
them to
I'm
do
not
that,
mistaken, Dre, her and Lemmy wasn't in a good space then. She wasn't the
They
only.
weren't.
They wasn't in a good space, and her and Natalie wasn't in a good space then neither. If I'm not mistaken, when that happened,
She was trying to leave him at that time.
Yeah, because if you remember, it was allegations of another guy that Scotty was talking to.
Wasn't that when he supposedly hurt Capri too?
Mm-hmm.
But the girls could fold him, but you hurting animals.
Well,
see how demonic people.
That Bino did not take her ID before Chrisean said she found the ID. It was in her sweatpants. He did not take her ID. That is false information. Now, the videos that I posted, these two of Natalie and of Stunner, Chrisean reposted. So when he's saying since Chrisean wants to post old videos, and then when he does his video, let's pause this right here. Is it here? No, it might not be this one. Wait a minute. Is it the one under Natalie? Which one is it? Under one of these right here. When he said this about Chrisean, let me read my caption to y'all. At Lumel Plumber with the response to Chrisean. But we heard something very similar with Stunner Girl. Natalie spoke out of ill treatment. And let's not forget the Jamila, Mina. Hi, my name is T. Stallionaire's Chance. You Not Qualified, which is Aaron, which is also in a real way Aaron. I said, and a few others have all shared their stories as well. What say you? Are they lying? Or is there something going on we've just been overlooking? Let's call a spade a spade. Now, I want y'all to come with me over here to Mr. Plummer's post about Wolvicki. What does it say at the top?
Yeah, I noticed that. He's sassy. He a baddie.
Are we calling a spade a spade? But isn't that right here? So you took the time to come to my page to see what I was posting. That's how I'm taking it. Well, let's hear what Stunner Girl
You guys got the... And Chrisean ain't lying. She's not. She's not. They was doing my girl bad when she was pregnant. Like, seriously, I had to have my people step in a couple times. Like, come on now. Y'all remember when I was talking out that one time? Everybody was quiet. Silent. I never seen everybody be quiet like that. Y'all see how Chrisean talking and it's like 5 bitches ganging up on her? When I was talking, everybody was silent. Didn't nobody say I was lying. Didn't nobody say a motherfucking thing. All the motherfucker did was go on his story and go, ha, ha, at French Montana party trolling me. That's all the motherfucker did. All the motherfucker did was go to these rappers and talk shit about me, but following in my footsteps. Like, it's annoying. Anybody I work with, anybody. I could work with motherfucking Casper. They're gonna be right up under them. Stunner girl, stunner girl, stunner girl.
So, since we are calling spades spades, and you know, I feel like you're trying to go toe to toe because Chrisean posted that video, reposted the video, and it came from my page. I kind of third party feel involved now because you don't want to engage in a receipt war with me, Lemuel. So let's not say we did. But at the end of the day, Chrisean did finally end up leaving. And even though I put NYC here, thank you to the people that were trying to tell me, but there is a correction right here. Correction, she posted from Los Angeles, not NYC. But I get it. This is the post. It's on there. A lot of people don't read the captions. You guys got to read the captions, okay? Especially on my page. You got to read the captions. But she made it to LAX, and Chrisean is far, far away from Baddies. But like Poppington said, I don't know if she's going to stay away. I think she may go back before the season is over. I hope not, but I do think that there may be some type of comeback, even if it's coming back for the reunion, which I really hope she doesn't go for. But I don't know.
Well, Lemmy, he always seems to, he's kind of like Carlissa in that way. Like, he does a bunch of shit and thinks like buying a bag or a Rolex or something and just make up for it. And people come back and, you know, forgive him and everything. And I don't know. I don't like it. I think Zeus has got some shit coming on the way. But you seen when that Exposing Zeus little documentary on YouTube come out, it was up for 4 hours before they snatched it down.
Well, that's like when I did the video, Ray J and Lemmy. They struck my video and had it snatched down, and then I had to fight with them. And by the time my video was lifted, it was no longer a trending topic. So it's a
Yep.
possibility that even with me putting out stuff that they could try to come for me, but if none of the information comes directly from Zeus, they can't really say anything. But yeah, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it.
And it
Let's
makes you wonder, like Jocelyn though, Henny, like what do you think, like, because she does own her show. I wonder if that's why he's never tried the shit like with Natalie with her.
Yeah, because she owns her show. She owns the copy, the trademark to her show. But Natalie does not own the trademark to Batty Batty Shot O'Clock. She does not own the trademark to Batty Batty Blunts. She does not own the trademark to Baddies, not Baddies South, Baddies ATL, Caribbean, Northwest, Midwest, Africa, none of that. She doesn't own the trademark to none of that. I did a video on that showing you guys the paperwork. Zeus owns all of that. So she technically has CEO credits, but she's not the owner of the trademark. So if Natalie leaves Zeus, she's not going to be able to take the Baddies franchise that it's become with her. They can continue on to do Baddies the way that they've been doing it, but she's not going to be able to come out with, and it's crazy because this was Natalie's idea. Natalie had pitched this idea after Bad Girls Club to have a tour bus and they go around the country and all of that. This was Natalie's brainchild. But now
And
she don't own shit, so he can't do to Jocelyn what he does to Natalie, because Jocelyn could just take her show elsewhere because it's hers.
mm-hmm. And honestly, as much as Natalie may get on our nerves and shit, she is Baddies.
Yeah.
Her bullshit and everything, it is her. I mean, it'll be hard to watch. Like, even though people say it, it would be weird to watch anybody else running it. And I think that's why she's just letting herself be compensated and just going with emotions now. Because you can tell she's acting different this season to me.
Natalie did not get the idea from Blue. Natalie pitched this idea way before there was even a Blue Girls Club. She pitched the idea to Oxygen, and Oxygen denied it.
ATL was before BGC, wasn't it?
From Blue Girls Club? No.
Yeah.
Wait, was it? Wait. The Atlanta one with all the original baddies?
With Sydney, yeah.
Yeah, I think that came before Blue Girls Club.
Yeah.
But either way, even Blue Girls Club, their initials are BGC. He got the idea from the original Bad Girls Club.
No.
Yes.
His no. I was answering Kristen. I should have clarified.
Yeah, I'm like,
Blue
yes.
Girls Club. Blue Girls Club.
Bad Girls Club is
Blue
old
Girls
as
Club.
hell.
Yeah, no. No, Bad Girls Club, yes. Bad Girls Club came out before Blue Girls Club, yes. But Blue Girls Club came out, and then Natalie said, "What the fuck? This ninja is making money. He's making bank off of shit that we was doing on OnlyFans." Then she said, "Hold up, wait a minute. I know girls in Bad Girls Club. Why can't we do that?" That's what happened.
I thought it was before because they were outside and Bluehead was during COVID. I'm gonna look it up.
I promise you, it did not. Then she started doing Bad Girls Club on OnlyFans. Zeus picked it up. That's how that happened. Trust me. I promise you.
Anybody there?
Yeah. We're all here.
I'm flabbergasted because it's like the proof is in the pudding and you can see the truth. It's just that this world is so prejudged that they'll prejudge the messenger and they'll ignore the message. You get what I'm saying? So That's where we stand right now. We standing in like, I don't know, we standing in a world of people with disabilities. It feel like to me, because there's no way in hell I can go subscribe to Zeus. I'm using other people's subscription because I refuse to give a gorilla pimp my money.
I'm watching Jocelyn illegally. If anybody wants the link, hit
Allegedly.
me up in the DM.
I'm dead.
Look,
Well,
I'm
as
telling you.
every good thing comes to an end, so they run about to run out. It people been getting tired. It's not new people. The audition process ain't fair. They already have pre-picked people and still make people come out, audition, get hurt, make fools out of themselves, and don't get picked. Like, all good things must come to an end, and sooner or later, Zeus will too. I mean, Love and Hip Hop is hanging on by a thread. Right now, they got a whole bunch of 40-something-year-olds on Love and Hip Hop. And I'm sorry, I don't even watch it. And they're my age bracket.
Right, but you hear the normal messy stuff, like that's normal mess, and it's still disrespect over there, allegedly. But then with Zeus, you hear like a little form, a smidget of some diddler, allegedly, diddler shit going on.
Diddler, yeah. But I just want to say, Goddess, you were right. Blue Girls Club was 2020 and Baddies ATL was May 2021.
Where everybody go again?
That's what I
I
was
was
gonna
about to
say.
ask if I froze.
I'm too high for y'all to be silent like that all the time, okay?
Get
I'm
lost in your own head.
sitting over here waiting, like, mm-hmm.
It's
But
like
then,
all of us is high at the same time in my brain
right,
because I'm stuck and y'all stuck and nobody ain't talking.
right. But like I was saying, you see how they did everybody from Cali to everybody. Like, you make Biggie. Which one is it? Biggie that don't know how to fight? I get them confused. They both big.
Bigum. Yeah, Bigum and
They
Biggie.
made
Mariah and Anna. She
they
don't know how to fight. None of them know how to fight.
No,
but
but her
with
and
Biggie,
Rolly
look
look
what they
like
did
they was
with her. Her
right.
boyfriend died. They
Oh
didn't
wow.
they didn't highlight that on the show. That friendship, the sisters, didn't talk about her feelings about the boyfriend or none of that until they pushed her so much to fight that she broke down and then said
With
something.
Nunu. They kept on with that
And
shit.
they already knew what was going on because remember, she also came out after that season to talk about how bad Zeus did her that season
Mm-hmm.
too. When she
It
was
just
talking
shows
to
what
that
people will do
goddamn
for
teddy
fucking
bear.
money.
When she was talking to that teddy bear, her and that teddy bear was getting on my nerves. But I'm just saying, like, they've done a lot of underhanded stuff to mad people. And the bad part about it is that that's the new bag. Like, that is the young girl new bag. So you're right. People do anything for money, but all money ain't good money.
Biggie's
So
done this a lot though. Just like okay, with Natalie embarrassing her, Natalie saying she doesn't fucking like her. Biggie will cry about it, and then she comes back and just defends them out of nowhere to get back on the show. Because, like I said, a lot of them are jealous because, unlike people like Chrisean, DTV, Suki, they don't have motion outside of Zeus, and they don't have that star presence. Like Tesehki, she has the talent, she doesn't have the likability or the star presence. She doesn't have the drive because she wants to get high and sit back and chill on the show. Like when she had 2 seasons without her sister to showcase her. But all she did was try to act like Chrisean through the whole period of time. She was starting to take on her sister's mannerisms, and everybody was clocking it.
This is just crazy. It's just like they aiming to break women down. There's no unity. They trying to keep them away from being keep women away from being unified. So they could actually become something. Because after you show your ass on Baddies and show the world that you a hood rat, what organization or corporate office is going to want to hire you?
And then they're stuck with that Baddies. It's just like certain actors and
It's like a
actresses will
suit.
tell you they did a show and they couldn't escape that persona and that role for the rest of their career. Like they had to
Right.
stick with one type of thing. They couldn't go to serious. They couldn't go to anything else because they were stuck like that. And I don't know, like it's a lot of them though, like you said. And the thing I like about Baddies South the most was, and the reunion threw me off with that one too, because people started fighting again. But what I liked is that yes, they were fighting in the beginning, but they all came together to start doing those bookings and those performances, and they were fine when the show ended before the reunion.
They
Private
probably
chat, y'all. Keep talking, but private chat.
okay, but they probably
How you gonna tell me that and I know I can't talk about it? Jesus. Okay,
right,
just change the subject.
right. But like I was
Talk. Get
saying,
out of your head and talk.
I am. But like I was saying, it's like I don't know. It's just make you look hood radish, and it's low budget, and like you
fact that I
said,
had to come all the way upstairs.
you can't get
Uh,
that stigma off of you ever, really. And like she said, they make you crash out, and once you start crashing, you don't know how to stop because it seemed like the
sometimes you
whole
just gotta
world
turn into a
coming
crash
for
out dummy.
you, huh?
Sometimes you just gotta turn into a crash out dummy. And just go like 500
Right.
miles per hour. Is that even a thing? Is that even a thing, going 500 miles per hour?
I don't know, it ain't, but I mean, I get what you're saying. Like you just crashing out, no all gas, no brakes, and then you don't never know who people using to get at you for things behind the scenes, for favors behind the scenes, because they got big pockets. You get what I'm saying? They could
Well,
pay
like I
people
said,
to,
they don't want people that don't have trauma, because people that are healed are harder to control and to make do shit. Because even though I've healed a lot, first off, you get me hungry knowing I got sugar problems and all that, I already become a bitch for that. Like, you really gonna see somebody there, but then you got people coming and saying shit here, there, and everywhere. Eventually, I'm gonna crash out and you won't be able to stop me. I'm gonna look crazy. And that's what they want.
Yo, when you said
Okay.
here, there, everywhere, it sounded like Dr. Seuss. I loved it.
Here, there, everywhere,
We
over
Red
got
there.
fish, blue fish, one fish, two fish.
okay.
Oh, sorry.
Well, we
Sexy
got
fish.
some shit. I hope y'all can hear it.
No,
Oh God,
you didn't
no,
do
I'm not
anything yet.
playing.
I don't like the
No,
sigh.
because
It's bad.
Chrisean.
Rip
Why
off
can't
the
you get in the
band-aid,
private
Henny.
chat?
What? You can't talk about that on live. That's where we talk.
No, not you, her. I was telling her to get in the private chat so that she knew
Oh
about what was
yeah,
going on.
bebop,
She
boobop,
sounded
wop,
confused.
wop, wop, wop. Yes, in my Kai Sanat voice, I am screaming, Chrisean!
I love
Oh,
that.
Lord.
I love
What
when
did
he
Bino?
does that.
Okay, like
Not gonna lie.
what happened? Like, cause did we miss
Ooh,
something
can we
about
find that?
Showdown?
Can we find that
Listen,
clip someplace?
there's commercials in here. Okay, I tried to skip them.
Do you think we could find that clip and then every time if there's a commercial we could use that?
We need to put that on the soundboard.
Right? She wearing a blue headband?
I don't know what she's wearing right
It's
now. I just
periwinkle.
know.
It's
Not
periwinkle, okay.
periwinkle.
Not periwinkle, yo.
What? And leave it to Goddess to see that she's wearing a blue headband.
I've been painting, so I know all the colors right now.
Okay. Here we go.
Well, and you know why he shut it up? You know why he don't got nothing to say? Because I heard some of the homies, the Bloods, beat his ass. I'm trying to get that recording of his ass being beaten because I don't know if it's true or not. But let's talk about the truth. Yeah, what's up, Bino? Ain't you out on bail for robbery with your brother? The car is registered in your name, and you got everybody standing up the way so you can at least beat the case. But it kind of looks like you got a snitch on your blood brother.
Let me just say this. I really am uncomfortable right now, but it's out already. And
I feel like I'm being an accessory to snitching right now. I don't feel comfortable.
This is going against all my nigga shit right now. So what the
The
fuck?
inner nigga in me is feeling very violated.
I'm gonna
Because
leave.
why? Like, what did Bino do? Like, did he come back and say something else?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm confused.
I don't know what he did. I don't know what he did,
Well,
but
did she
actually, what she
finally have
said
time to
was
see his response? Because she didn't respond again after the shit with his mama and
technically,
him and the baby mama come back.
Kristen, what she said was is
like, you know,
yeah,
I let
yeah,
shit slide and I ain't say nothing.
yeah,
And now I'm gonna say something. And
yeah.
you trying to come for me and you trying to tear me down, nigga. I'm gonna go truth for truth. Oh God.
So I got time
But-
today is where we're at.
But
Okay, listen, this is what she put out there. You cannot get mad at me for playing the content, but this is the content, y'all. This is what she did.
On his third strike. Bino's on his third strike, y'all.
Jesus Christ. Chrisean!
And if he can't beat this case with the justice system, robbing them niggas, because he did it, robbing them niggas with his brother, he going to jail for 22 years. Yeah?
Why you robbing folks?
Sitting his
why is she dry snitching?
about life when your life already been on the line, bro. And that's why I came in as a PR stunt to clean up your look and how what you doing.
I don't
said
even
he
think this
did
is
it.
dry snitching.
Wait,
This is
uniquely,
wet
can we
snitching.
get a disclaimer, please? I need a disclaimer. I really need a disclaimer right now. I just want y'all to know I'm very uncomfortable right now.
I mean, she said he did it. Like, that's snitching
I don't
shit.
condone.
That's not dry snitching if you saying he did it. That's not dry. That's kind of wet.
That's mad wet.
I'ma still ride though. I'm here. I'm listening. We behind you, but I'm gonna stand behind you.
Mad wet got me.
Okay, we need a disclaimer, and then I'm gonna drop all of us from the stage and just let the content play.
I don't want to be an accessory.
And then we'll come back after it's done playing, okay? The views and opinions expressed
They will
in
come
this
back.
video are the
They will
views
come back.
The views and opinions expressed in this video are the views and opinions of Chrisean Malone. They are not the views and opinions of those of us on the panel, the channel, or the channel owner. We are here to observe and report, and this is what she is reporting to us. Thank you. Thank you, uniquely. Thank you.
The robbery that you did.
Damn it, I gotta stay on the stage.
And then
okay, wait. Okay, hold on.
I need $100.
But we can talk about how out of your way out of that situation. That
Hold
case
on.
You got going on.
Okay, there you go.
You trying to pin me against the wall with lies, trying to discredit my name as a mother and shit. But we can talk about how How was your way out of that situation, that case you got going on? Because you try to dress up.
I need $100.
You got going on for real. And then tell your brother how you told me he gonna be mad as shit because you gonna have to ride on him. Come on, my nigga, like this thing, y'all can look all this up, yo. He got court soon, yo. G ain't already got court. He got a whole case that him and his brother in because he was the getaway. He the one that was in the car. That's his car that they used. That they go get him. They go get his brother from the robbery. So him trying to play dumb for the court, nigga, you going to jail. You was better off not even trying to play with me like that, bro. Cause look, I spared you, my nigga, and I looked out for you, bro. So you trying to play with me like you not already in a case, and you try to use me so you don't get locked up? So we can not care about what he did for real, nigga. Let the niggas know who you robbed, bro. And let them know how many years you facing, bro. On Bino. Don't worry, we don't want to talk about the truth. We want to play with Chrisean now. All right, yo.
Okay, so she says on this post, tell TMZ about the robbery you did with your brother. There's more, you guys. Then she says, tell TMZ about the white lady star, how she paying $100K to get you out of the case so you don't have to face 22 years, and how they told you might have to snitch on your blood brother to get out of the case due to lack of evidence. That $100K might work for you. Tell TMZ you cried to me about some street shit you can't run from.
Y'all know I'm not lying about this white bitch. Remember when in that live, he was splurging, saying that he paying for all this stuff, trying to make himself look good for a PR stunt by taking me shopping like I needed that shit? The white lady swiped her card, not Bino. Bino get a allowance from that lady. That's it. Probably, a couple thousand here and there, a couple hundred here and there. She pays his bills. That was her money.
Waiting for paydays suck.
He get allowances. That's it. Bro, he got somebody pacifying him. He not a real nigga. He didn't get that money out the mud. All dude. And she a white cougar. He ain't keeping it 100 with none of us, bro. You know what he doing? He making it seem like it's his money he's spending. Boy, y'all, pull up that live. That white lady swiped her card, not him.
I'm not happy that I had to be up here by myself with the video.
Hell, I was going to tell you bring me back because this explains why his damn case won't show any details. Did you already snitch, Bino?
Well, he's in California, so you're not going to get too much from Cali when you look in their system. Because we looked already. I already have pulled on Bino, so... Oh, hold on 1 second. Let me shout out to Trust. Thank you for the super chat. She said they don't know Google exists, right? They always making shit up. Future JD, thank you for the super sticker. Beyonce's wig said Jayla said herself that her and Big Lex only got into it because a producer told her, and Lex was producer's favorite. Okay. Then she said, pull up the court docs. We've already pulled docs on Bino, but it's Cali, you gotta kind of go there to get everything as well.
Yeah, they want you to come to the courthouse and get it because it really don't show shit. No charges, like specific or nothing.
I mean, that last part about Star, okay, we kind of already heard that. That was already there. Maybe she also did confirm that she is the investor, but the baby mama already spilled on that. But it's the other stuff. Aha, yeah.
I felt like I was in court just now. I was feeling real in the precinct ish and bookings ish.
I mean, he did
The
come
Cougar
back
part
with the
was
baby
funny though.
mama, investigating her whole new man and talking about her parenting and doing TikTok lives and all kind of shit. So I mean, you could have just hushed, bro.
Oh boy. I don't know. See, I'm conflicted because you don't talk about crime and street shit.
Yeah,
Like
this ain't
when
no average shit like that. That
yeah,
that
that's
Star stuff, okay. That other stuff,
yeah, you're not supposed to do
I
stuff.
that
mean,
has consequences to it. Like I don't know. I just
Yeah, that's what. No. Look, we gonna keep it a buck. When you listen, when you deal with a street dude, it's certain rules that you have to abide by. Whether you a street chick or a sidewalk chick, it's certain things that you have to abide by. And by default, she's not like that. The things that she was just saying, she was not supposed to say.
ever.
I mean, was he supposed to tell somebody he was only with 3 months? That type of shit, though.
I mean, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know
Pillow
Pillow
why
talk
talking
is
about
so.
snitching.
right. I don't know why you would
Yeah.
tell anybody that type of information that quick, but it's just I'm nervous right now because I think, yeah, I agree, Shiva. I think she's crashing out right now. I
Yeah.
think
I
she's
mean, and
crashing.
what?
But this is scary right now. Like y'all,
I'm
people think it's all fun and games. You talking about a nigga that's involved in some street shit,
Mm-hmm.
and you
like
not
I'm gonna
gonna
keep.
be able to run behind Blue. And I'm shut the fuck up because people gonna get mad at me in a minute because this right here, I'm just gonna say it. That goes again. I can't do. I dealt with the street niggas. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that.
And
So
Bino could get real hurt about that damn shit too. Like, Bloods don't play that shit at
It's
all.
dangerous for both of them. It's dangerous for both of them. That like when you deal with street, you're no matter how much pillow talk, unless you that type of chick where you setting dudes up, that's the only chicks that run back and tell what dudes pillow talk to them about when you speak, like when you talk dealing with a street dude. You might tell your friend, but you ain't even gonna tell her that much. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like I'm concerned for both of them at this point because her saying it could get her in trouble and what she said can get him in trouble.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. Her looking for any kind of a dude with a dog in him now. Um, I don't know. I don't know. All that wet snitching she did.
so
that
I'm
was
Is
that
the
looking.
was a
new
lot.
guy
Not the wet
affiliated?
snitching.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Y'all always want to do this right here. And I'm about to call it out. I'm really about to call it out. Who's talking about the baby right now? Nobody's talking about the baby, and nobody has ever condoned. You must have missed the whole live where I went off on him for talking about the baby because that ain't his kid. Stay on topic, please. And thank you. Because y'all not looking at the severity of this. This holds consequences. Y'all not looking at it.
Like, this could get her hurt.
I'm not speaking it. I'm not praying it. I'm not wishing it. I'm not none of it. But y'all ain't looking at the severity of this right now. He had no business talking that shit that he was talking at all to nobody. She shouldn't know this information about you, bruh.
Why does she know
You
this? Like,
told this information and you didn't even know her, but then you talking about her kid. I get it. You talking about her kid. I get what everybody is saying about that. Yes, we've addressed that already. Man, this is Chrisean, please, baby, please calm down. Please calm down.
Phone down. Just put the phone down. Do what you said you was gonna do. You know, she said she was gonna put her phone up and go take a breather.
I mean, because y'all, I mean, and I get what y'all are saying. Like, it, you know, it is a get back for the baby, but that's besides the point. When these gang members and shit, they don't fucking care. She's snitching about him snitching and him doing other shit. So, I mean, they could really come
Okay,
back and you've got somebody with a screw loose that doesn't care.
but I see somebody in the thing talking about, well, he shouldn't have said, he should have shut the fuck up. Yeah, they both should have shut the fuck up. How about that? Because you're thinking about the people that would go after him, that would be the same people to go after her. No, it would be his people that would go after her for snitching in the first place. See, yeah, like I said, the common sense don't be common sensing with y'all. It's always two coins to a story.
Close your comments. Don't look at the comments right now. Do not look at the comments right now.
No, because this is like, we gonna keep a spade a spade. This is some life or death shit. Like, y'all want to act like it's fun. It's not funny. He is a known gang member. He is active. Shit like that is not like, it's not funny. And I love her to death, but I don't like, if she is crashing out. Yeah, well, God said, go sit down. You need to breathe, because this ain't it. You're putting yourself in danger. That's how I'm looking at it.
I mean, for me, honestly, you know, I love her and I get it. And I understand she's at a breaking point where she's just like, yo, she's fed up with everybody talking and everybody having something to say and people fucking with her and picking with her and jugging with her and all of that. But she needs to take a break for real. Like, I know she probably don't want to, but please just take a break. Don't come on the internet. Do what you said you was going to do. Delete the app off of your phone for a little while and just kumbaya. Go see Pastor Mike Freeman. Go see your spiritual father. Like, this ain't, don't, I look,
She should have been
Get
talking
back
to
on your
us in
path.
Krishan, so we could
Get
have
back on
figured
your
it out
path.
later. Yeah, like, you should have been talking to us in Krishan, like how you normally talk to us. Like, we know what's going on, but we don't really know what's going on. But
oh Lord, they done tied Pop's tongue. StreamYard tied Poppington's tongue, y'all. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Like, I did this. Ooh, this is.
God
Like,
binding my tongue just now, because
I've seen how crazy some of the shit like this can get, especially with the snitching. And like, it's been family members that ain't even involved lost their lives because they were just consolation prizes, basically. So like, it's more than just a get back. Like I said, I get what y'all are saying too, but it's more than that because these people don't give a shit that he talked about her baby. They don't.
I don't even know what you mean by that. Okay, I agree with this. I think she's at a point that she feels that she has nothing to lose and don't care anymore. I feel that way too. She's at that breaking point. She's been pushed to a breaking point. Look at how long she's been dealing with this shit, y'all. For real. This is what I've been talking about. This is what I've been talking about. When I've been talking about, yo, nobody's thinking about her mental health. Nobody's thinking about, y'all keep pushing. You're going to push this girl over the edge. And it looks like she's right there. Now, I don't understand this. All of the street people that pretend like they were so street, none of them came from Charleston White. I don't know what you mean. Charleston, what? Maybe my brain is too mucky right now.
I don't get it either.
I'm high and baffled and
I guess what
overwhelmed.
they,
And
I think what they,
Hiding in the bathroom.
no, I
no,
didn't.
she
No,
said
I
she's
said
high and baffled. I
yes.
Oh,
got you, babe. I got you. No, I think what they're trying to say is they're trying to say that, Charleston White, he be snitching. Why don't they be coming after him? Because y'all not understanding. Charleston White
no.
is
She
a
said,
quote unquote,
She says, I mean, the streets don't have authority.
Oh,
It just
really? Okay.
Well, I
there is
mean,
such a thing
Okay.
as justice.
They got
Listen,
people willing to do life for some money. They have
Then you
all
know
the
what?
authority they want.
I'm
On that
off
note,
the
I'm gonna shut up.
I'm gonna just give
I
y'all. I'm gonna
chose
just give
Muhammad.
y'all a little story, right? Because I think everybody knows who Gilly the Kid is, right? Y'all all know that his son was unalived last year, right? Do
Yeah.
you know that his son ain't have nothing to do with it? They was coming after somebody else, but that whole thing exposed that they have a whole gang in Philly that unalive people just for points. They will unalive or rob somebody rich or famous just for points, not for money, not for fame, but for points in the hood. So just because you don't see certain people, you got to remember Charleston White is big. Whoever goes at him, they know they going down. You got to find somebody willing to go to the penitentiary for taking him down because they're going to find you. You have to remember what that, even if nobody likes him, when you look into his background and what he still does a lot of community stuff. And he's a hard person to get, so they're not gonna get at him. And he's a troll. But street things is street things. Like people get clapped for less things than that. And you can't just push that to the side because, oh, we love her. Oh, we're gonna be dilute. No, like she shouldn't have said all of that. I'm not saying don't get at him, don't bleed him. Yes, bleed him from his ugly ass face down to them crusty toes that I don't even know what you. But anyway, but bleed him. But certain things you just don't say. Certain things like it's. I don't know. I don't know. I've
Henny,
been a hood
no,
chick all my
no.
life, and I messed with a whole, like, my husband is a hood dude. We live in the hood. We know them people that, like, do what they do. We know people that stay on the sidewalk. We know all of that, and things go down. Things really go down, and sometimes you might think it's somebody else, and it's the person that it actually was the beef. It's a whole bunch of scenario, like, I don't know. Like I said, me personally, I feel like she said too
Wait,
much,
let me just
and I'm gonna
say this.
stand on that.
I'm gonna say this. We're not speaking out anything, to happen. We're just telling you because a lot of people don't understand. Like people don't understand. And right now, what we are looking at is Chrisean is like no holds barred right now. Like she don't care right now. She's reached her tipping point for real. And I just really want her to like breathe, like breathe, baby, breathe. You know what I'm saying? There's another way to go about this. There's another way to go about handling all of this. Like I I don't know. Maybe I'm not explaining it correctly. I don't know because my mind is jumbled and racing at the same time right now. But I just feel like, I get it. You at a point and a level where you are tired of people just feeling like they can say and do whatever they want to say and do to you. They lie on you. They playing with your name. They playing with your son's name. So you just ready to just no holds bar, go all out and just let it all fall out. And wherever the chips fall, they fall. However they fall, they may. I know that that's probably like resonating from because when you get to a breaking point, you don't think about nothing. You just want to wound. You just want to tear down. You just want to you want somebody to feel how you feeling. You. But this right here, I just want her to take a minute. I just want her to take a minute because she's coming out of baddies with all of the bullshit that she just dealt with them and saying that baddies is demonic. And so if we're going to say that baddies is demonic, then why don't we acknowledge that she just came out of a space of demonic energy, and that demonic energy is probably still going because she hasn't cleansed herself and purged herself of the energy that she was just sitting in. So now all that anger, that rage, and then think about everything that has happened within these last couple of months. Her sister done turned on her. tried to take her baby from her. She had to go get the cops. She, you know, she done been betrayed. She done trusted people and got betrayed. She done tried to mend stuff with her sister for that to turn around and not be what it was supposed to be, for them to get on Zeus and for this to happen, for Lemmy to play with her, for this to happen, and then for Carlissa to keep going and going and going. And then the hate train just chugging and chugging and chugging and chugging. She is breaking right now. But this is dangerous. We can't overlook that. And I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not saying she's right or wrong. I'm saying this is not it. This is not it. This is not it. I get it. He talked about the baby, so you want to take his head off. I get it. I get it. I get it. But there's a different way to do this.
And I feel like don't let the devil win. Like, you know what they want you to do. I don't even want to repeat what your supposed, like, allegedly your sisters want you to do to you. Don't let the devil win, baby. You was doing good. You leaving Baddies was a good thing. You probably thinking right now everything's falling apart. Where I'm gonna get this from? Like, you're a human. It's okay, but don't jeopardize everything for a moment that might turn into a blessing later. Like, that's what I want to tell her, because I see where the crash out's coming from. I'd have been crashed out too, but
to the comments. I don't know how long you've been here, Goddess Liz. I don't know what you're saying, and I don't know who you're talking to, because we've already talked about that. And we've already talked about how everybody else has talked about Zeus. We're not talking about Zeus, darling. We're talking about the live, unless you all the way in the back.
she might be
If you're all
back.
the way in the back, you know, you're not where we are right now. This ain't got nothing to do with who else is. So we already talked about everybody talking. Right now, this is serious. And I need everybody to stop. Rah, rah, shish, combine. Like, stop right now. Stop. And look at what's going on. Like, you love her. You pray for her. You support her. Stop and look at what's going on. This is serious. If you don't know how to pray, then okay, you don't know how to pray. But for those that are prayer warriors, those that know how to get down and pray, and you know how to reach God, yes, she's still going, because there's a second video that I just recorded, and I'm just thinking, like, I don't even want to play the rest of it. I don't even want to play the rest of it right now. But she came up in the live portion. Babes, your comments are throwing the discussion off. Oh, she's telling her. Okay. All right. Thanks, Uniquely. See, I'm not giving notes. I'm turning the comments off, because I'm not. Look, if you are a grown up and very well of adult age, I need you to come up out of whatever it is that you are in and really look at this situation. Stop. Stop. What?
Get Cuba the fuck out of here. You shouldn't
Before
even
y'all
be here.
come at me, I'm not a CR fan, never, but with all due respect, this girl has no loyalty from anyone. I'm not defending her actions, her parenting, but sometimes it's not always her.
Oh,
What?
okay. Well, you didn't read the room. We are CR friends, so if that's how you feel, there shouldn't be nobody.
Listen to what he said. Listen to what he said before you snap off. He said but sometimes it's not always her.
No, that's what I was saying. If that's how he feels, then nobody should be bothering him inside of the chat. Then
Yeah, I'm like, please don't right now.
no, I had to calm. Yeah, like,
Because right
because
now, y'all got to understand something. Being up here on this panel, we tense right now because a lot of people don't like when shit starts getting real. And right now, I'm not about to sugarcoat. I'm not about to sit up here and act like, everything is la-di-da. But right now, I feel like it's been a lot of pushing to this point that has happened. It's been a lot of pushing to this point, and she's breaking right now. Chrisean is crashing out, whether you want to call it a crash out or not. This is a form of crashing out, and she's crashing out on him because he did too much. He did entirely way too much. We talked about this already when Bino was doing all of that bullshit that he was doing. Okay, he took to his IG live with his brother with the dumb shit that he was saying over there. Then he goes to TikTok and he starts doing a Q&A on the baby. How you doing a Q&A answering questions on a child that ain't yours, bruh? Like you really not wrapped too tight on that. So he did all of that. Then he does the live with his baby mama. Then he goes and he does this TMZ interview and he's talking more about her kid. And she probably missed some of that stuff, but she's seeing it now. And she's finding out about it now. And she's coming up off of the heels with the shit that she just dealt with out there in New York. And she's crashing. I ain't saying this ain't something that warrants you crashing out on somebody. Yeah, I would have been crashing out on motherfuckers a long time ago. But I'm just saying this right here, if you really pray for her, if you really care about her, if you really love her as a person, if you really support her the way that you say you support her, then you need to pray for her. You really need to pray for her. You need to pray for her. Because this is a lot. This is too much. And you can see this coming. And if it wasn't to see it coming, then I've been out here trying to warn y'all. Cuba, you just found yourself in timeout. Because I was watching you. See, I know how this game go. Y'all come in here, y'all say this, y'all say that, and then y'all slip up and y'all say something else, and then I put you out. I'm not in the mood to curse nobody else out right now. I really do.
I am. You can
I
tag
feel
me in.
bad for her right now because who's there right now to calm her down? For her to feel comfortable and safe to break down and cry, to scream. Who's there to be that for her? She already feel like she can't trust nobody. And this is the reality of the situation. What I do, Miss Pammy, why I gotta slow down? I'm not even talking fast. You know what? I'm gonna do this too. And then I'm just gonna close the chat window because I can't.
I mean, it's like this, people aren't getting it. I mean,
there's people that don't get it. And then there's people that are going to sit here and now they're going to talk even more. This other shit is about to come up. Yo, at the end of the day, I think we've done enough for Media Showdown for the day. I think we're going to end this note with a request for those who really know how to pray for Chrisean and Chrisean Jesus. And just pray what is led on your heart. And we'll be back on Wednesday. I'm gonna say thank y'all for coming out. I don't have no final thoughts right now. But we thank y'all for all of the support. Thank you for everybody who has tapped in and tuned in with us. From whichever portion of the live you came in at. Thank you so much. Thank you to the haters that come in and continue to run up the algorithm. We appreciate that as well. Thank you for just being here. Thank you to the panel, to the amazing panel members that are up here. I appreciate y'all so very much. Go touch some grass, go pray and cleanse yourselves, and pray, fast, and meditate on the situation. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Good night.